2024 was my favorite year of being a YouTuber, and once again I posted every day, so you probably missed a lot. But lucky you, cause this video is all of those videos, from the craziest challenges to the most helpful tips to the rarest items. So if you want to catch up or relive the best moments, take a seat, grab a snack, cause if you watch the whole thing, you're the realest Camman18er and might see a secret video. Anyways, thanks for the great year. If you like the videos, then subscribe. I'm super close to 10 mil. Also follow my Instagram. So I was scrolling on Reddit and saw Minecraft Rare Items Bingo, a challenge where you have to get 5 of the rarest items in a row. Camman18 is coming, hide everything. Oh, you're too late. Upon analyzing the board, the bottom row seems the easiest, and I had a plan. I found a desert world and looked around for temples. I needed an enchanted golden apple for the thing banner pattern, and hopefully diamond horse armor too. After 3 desert temples, I obtained the god apple, but no horse armor. I'll have to do that later. I got some food and iron from villages and built another portal from a lava pool. I spawned right next to a bastion that had pig step and a netherite upgrade template and traded with piglins for ender pearls and obsidian. Then after 10 minutes, I finally found a fortress that had a chest containing diamond horse armor. Then I made a second nether portal hoping I'd spawn in a colder biome, but didn't, and it took me 25 minutes to find a taiga village which contained a large fern, all taking me about an hour. Bingo! I actually just discovered the rarest item in Minecraft. It involves a glitch so weird it's only in Bedrock Edition, obviously. But not just Bedrock Edition, it has to be a Bedrock realm, so thanks to this subscriber for the realm. You just need a soul sand with water above and a lantern inside. Then with a silk touch pickaxe, mine the lantern, and you'll probably get nothing, but after a few tries, a bubble column item will drop. Placing it gives you a small boost and puts it back in your inventory, meaning it's actually really useful. You easily clear 2-block high jumps, and if you're good, can scale giant walls. At least he didn't tell us the rarest plant in Minecraft history. You may think it's the rose before it got replaced by the poppy or the blue rose of early Pocket Edition, but these don't come close. You may remember when a Minecraft leaker posted this image before sniffers were added, showing a soon-to-be pitcher plant and another wall plant that we never got. But a lot of people remember this never-added plant, and there's another. In 2013, a month before we received the flower forest and all these new flowers, Jeb made an Instagram post. Reminder to follow Camman18 on Instagram at 100k followers out. In this, he shows an early version of the peony called the Pioneer, which was never added and completely lost to history. Alright, I'm playing multiplayer. So we all spawn on pillars and everyone gets random items and the last one standing wins. I'm just gonna try to build up and get high ground. Oh, crafting table. Yeah, team, man, crouch. Yeah. Watch this play. Watch this button play incoming. Watch this. Ow! I'm sorry! I didn't mean it! What did I just splash on myself? Potion of Turtle Master? Wait! Oh my god, I just splashed him! Let me eat! Oh my god. Please live! This would be so cool! Oh, I lived! Oh my god! Okay, don't lose. This will be the coolest game ever. Oh god, Noodle Boy's coming for me! Alright, hopefully they'll fight each other before... Noodle Boy's coming down! Oh god, what do I do? Why did I just hear... You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god, water. Oh no, he's coming down. He has a totem? I just have to kill him before it's too late. How does he have a totem? Okay, there's one more. I can't see him though because of the warden. Oh, it's so over. Please just give me food. Why do I... He just blasted him! It's now or never! Yeah! So you know these loading screen tips in Bedrock Edition? Well, turns out they suck. Especially this one. There are 3,587 types of tropical fish. No, there's not. According to my calculations, and the Minecraft wiki, and everyone on the internet, there's 2,700 and a couple hundred extra on Java because of a glitch, but I have no idea where this number comes from. Obsidian can be mined with a diamond pickaxe. Yes, but it can also be mined with everything else. It just doesn't drop.
Oh my god, so pedantic.
Speaking of pedantic, you can smelt 20 items in a furnace by using a block of dried kelp as fuel. Excuse me, sir? Sir, don't you mean dried kelp block? Because you're really specific that it's a block of diamond and not diamond block. Taming a skeleton horse doesn't require a saddle. This is wrong on so many levels. First of all, taming a regular horse doesn't require a saddle, but also in Bedrock Edition, skeleton horses are automatically tamed. It should say riding. I just discovered a new Ender Pearl stasis chamber that's overpowered. If you don't know, with a bubble column, you can suspend an Ender Pearl and then set up a redstone clock to teleport you back on a timer. The problem is, this timer can't be changed once you leave, so what if you just found diamonds and abruptly get teleported back? Well, luckily, we have Frostwalker. When you put Frostwalker on an armor stand, it freezes the water, then it melts and stays liquid, until you leave and rejoin the world where it refreezes no matter where you are. This means by making a 2-wide water hole with soul sand on one side and an armor stand with Frostwalker on top, we can throw an Ender Pearl right in between the 2 blocks, and no matter where we are in the world, simply relog and instantly be teleported back. One of my favorite Minecraft videos ever is Alie's Minecraft Challenge, Tallest Staircase, Guinness World Record. Pretty much Guinness is promoting their record book, so they bring in Alie to build the tallest Minecraft staircase in 1 minute. And I could describe it, but you just need to watch this.
And then the building shall begin. I'm going to use the flying technique here. Okay, no, that's not what I need to do. I need to change this a little bit. Here we go. Let's get this technique under. Oh, get this technique down. There we go. I'm just going to be literally flying around.
He ended up getting a whopping 17 blocks and the world record. So, 1 second. All right, that's 53 blocks. Easy world record. What's the rarest minecart in Minecraft? I recently realized I've made videos on all 5 of the minecarts, or so I thought. Because with the /give command, you can give yourself the command block minecart. But this isn't the rarest, because in Bedrock Edition, running this command gives you the repeating command block minecart. But this isn't the rarest, because what isn't even an item, and only in Java Edition with the /summon command, is the spawner minecart. But this isn't even the rarest, because in April Fool's Snapshot 15W14A in 2015, we got the fluffy pink minecart. But this isn't even the rarest, because on January 7th, 2013, Dinnerbone tweeted an image containing an unreleased dispenser minecart. I've shown a lot of cool Minecraft seeds, so I decided to find the least cool seed. So after hours of searching, I found this Reddit post by Snoo Eagles showing this seed. On its surface, it's just a remote island, but you might notice it has no trees. Even with max render distance, you can't see any land, so you'll have to resort to shipwrecks for wood. And the funny thing about these shipwrecks is, since you're so far from land, there's no buried treasure, meaning all the treasure maps just don't work. The closest tree is 1,000 blocks away, and that's if you go in the right direction. You could just be swimming for days. And the rest of the seed just sucks. Despite spawning in a giant ocean, the closest mushroom island is 6,000 blocks away. Also, the closest mansion is 4,000 blocks, closest ancient city is 3,500 blocks, and oh, do you like spruce? Well, the closest taiga is 3,500 blocks away. You know when you die in Minecraft and it shows you your score? All this is how much XP you gained throughout your journey, so I was thinking, can you beat Minecraft Hardcore with 0 score? Now this sounds easy, just don't pick up XP from mobs, but it's much harder. You can't mine ores, smelt anything, breed animals, fish, trade, or get certain achievements. And on top of that, you need to kill blazes for blaze rods. But you can get iron from shipwrecks with no XP, meaning you can go to the nether. You can also put hoppers under a blaze spawner and kill them with a bow and wait 5 minutes for the XP to despawn to get blaze rods. So there's technically nothing stopping you from getting to the end, killing the dragon, and waiting for the XP to despawn and beating the game. You know, I feel like diamonds are too easy to get these days. I generated a new world and got them in 3 minutes on my first try, so I decided to play the version when diamonds were first added and see if it was really harder. Alright, this is Minecraft in January 2010. Older than my average viewer. Alright, so okay, logs drop planks. But my only goal is to get diamonds. It's been a while. Oh, I figured out how to craft. Okay, nice. So apparently crafting doesn't work in this version. So I guess we're sticking to fists. Oh, that's actually pretty fast. Well, there's gold at this layer? Oh yeah, these things also exist. Okay, well, I guess I'll just start digging down. I don't really know what else to do. Oh, we found water. Oh, okay, we're in a water pool and we are drowning a little bit. I'm drowning. Go! Okay, there's light. Oh, lava! Any diamonds? Oh my god! I actually felt so excited by that. I didn't think they existed. Oh, let's go! I'm rich! There's all these YouTube videos of the smallest house in Minecraft with just blocks necessary to survive. The thing is, if you get to full hunger and don't move at all, it never goes down, meaning you just have to protect yourself from mobs. So I thought I'll just make a composter with a trapdoor on top, go inside and live forever. But not quite. Lightning could strike and burn down the composter, leaving you vulnerable. So let's replace that with a cauldron. It can't catch fire and is even a little smaller. But then I discovered after a few nights, phantoms could hit you through cauldrons. But luckily, you can get a cat inside of the cauldron, scaring off phantoms and making you invincible in the smallest house in Minecraft. I have breaking news, guys. It turns out the trees in Minecraft are also trees in real life. Not all of them. I don't think dark forests are real, but let's rate them. First, the regular oak tree, kinda cool, but mainly pretty boring. 5 out of 10. Now we have spruce, which honestly looks better in Minecraft. Now, to be fair, they do smell good in real life, but I never go outside. 3 out of 10. Mangrove trees. These barely even look like trees, but hot take, I like them. They have character. 9 out of 10. Cherry blossom trees. They're just regular trees, but pink, but I can't be too much of a hater. 7 out of 10. The acacia tree. Oh my, these trees are god-awful in Minecraft, but look so good in real life. 10 out of 10. And finally, we have... So I saw these people getting a lot of views dying in Minecraft Hardcore, so I decided I should start a series. I spawned in and immediately swam around to shipwrecks to get iron, then found this ruined portal where I could just break one crying obsidian to complete it and entered the nether in 10 minutes. I found a treasure bastion, mined the gold blocks, and looted the chests, getting half diamond armor, diamond tools, and a netherite, so I made a netherite sword, then traded the gold with the piglins for pearls, fire res potions, and obsidian. I finally found a fortress and killed the blazes pretty easily with the fire res, and then made another portal with the obsidian. I started heading to the stronghold and stopped in a village along the way where I got beds and food. I found the stronghold, then the portal room, and waited for the dragon to perch, and almost killed it with my beds and finished it off with a crossbow from the bastion, beating hardcore in just over an hour. 100,000 subs for episode 2. So I was reading my comments, big mistake, I know, and saw this guy say, "You can't find a topic Camman hasn't covered, skull." Alright, kinda true, but then someone replied, "The fact the dirt texture has never changed." Ha ha ha. To your average simpleton, you can go to the first version of Minecraft and see the dirt looks exactly the same. But they clearly know nothing of Beta 1.9 Pre-Release 5, the update that changed everything. Before this update, dirt looked like this, but now looks like this. They shifted some of the side pixels. We have breaking news, guys. I went outside today. In real life. And I bought this $13 magazine called The Essential Guide to Minecraft, where it goes over 1.21. Alright, first page. It says update 1.21 and goes over wolf armor and armadillos. Well, technically these were added 2 months ago in 1.20.5, but I'll let it slide. A lot of people grouped them together. But then catch this. List of dyes to use directly on wolf armor. There is so much wrong with this. First of all, that cocoa bean texture was removed in 2012, but also you can't dye with cocoa beans anymore for the last 5 years. And wait, you can't dye with bone meal either, or lapis lazuli, or ink sacs. Wait, why do they call the ink sac black dye? This is black dye. And before you say I'm being pedantic, to use directly on wolf armor. It's not working, magazine. I spent $13. The best way to find your friend's secret base on a Minecraft server is a method I call the reverse tip. Hear me out. When you're on the server, casually mention to your friend a way to have the best secret base. Say you have a hidden chest room in the side of a hill, but the roof is slabs, so you're always sneaking, meaning no one can see your name tag while you're in chests. But that's completely not true. This will still show your name tag unless you're actively holding down your sneak key. But they won't know that since you can't see your own name tag, so if they try it out, they'll be in a secret vault and completely visible to everyone. Before we had Minecraft or even Cave Game, there was another game like Minecraft. In Notch's first video showing off Minecraft, he wrote in the description, "This is a very early test of an Infiniminer clone I'm working on." So what is Infiniminer? Well, I found out how to run it 15 years later. Here we go. Alright, Infiniminer, the final blockening. Select a class? I guess I should be miner, right? Oh my god. Okay, this might not look that special, but you have to keep in mind no game looked like this 15 years ago. Now, I don't know if I can mine. Okay, there we go. There's no animation, but you can immediately see the resemblance. Now, I think I can... Oh, I placed a block. Okay, there's caves, I'm pretty sure. Now, apparently there's diamonds, so I guess my only goal is to find diamonds. I guess we just mine down. Oh, what the? Oh, cave. Oh my god, there's lava in this game. Oh god, is that the void? Wait a second. Lucky for me. Okay, I fell in the void. Ow. Yesterday I talked about Infiniminer, the game that inspired Minecraft, and called it the first ever block game that seems to be so common today. But then I found something. Infiniminer was made under Zachtronics Industries by Zach Barth, and there was another game that came before, Infinifrag. It's so hard to find anything online of this game, but I found one video on a Chinese website where you could see this block world and a few creations. It may not seem like much now, but this was the first ever block game and laid the groundwork for Minecraft, which didn't start until 6 years later. Thank you, Zach Barth. Mojang just revealed the rarest items in the latest Minecraft preview. You know how some items have a different colored name? Well, these are actually rarity levels, and today they got a complete overhaul. First, we have common, which is pretty much everything. Second is uncommon, having the sniffer egg, goat horn, nautilus shell, heart of the sea, conduit, ominous bottle and banner, totem of undying, XP bottle, dragon's breath, chain armor, most heads, creeper and snout banner patterns, almost every armor trim and upgrade template, almost every music disc and disc fragment, echo shard, recovery compass, every pottery shard, and every enchanted book. Next is rare, having the trident, wither skeleton skull, nether star, beacon, the pigstep other side and creator music discs, the ward eye vex inspire armor trims, the skull flow guster and thing banner patterns, and the enchanted golden apple being downgraded from magenta for being too common these days. They also downgraded the regular golden apple to common. Finally, epic, and the rarest items according to Mojang, the dragon egg, dragon head, elytra, heavy core, mace, and silence armor trim. So I saw this comment that said, do speedrun of dying in the void on my video on how to break bedrock. Now this is pretty hard because you need TNT and pistons to do this, and probably need to break multiple bedrock since it's all jumbled up down here. After a couple attempts, I realized how stupid I was. I completely forgot about version 18W31A. I know, what an oversight. In this snapshot, placing a sand or gravel above you makes you fall through the entire world and die in the void. So I did that. Alright, I've been too helpful lately. Minecraft Glazed Terracotta ranking. Cyan. Oh wow, it's a creeper face. Cool gimmick. White. Just because it's barely white. Why is there so much blue? Light blue. Jagged edges everywhere. Just ugly. Orange. Why is there so much blue? Brown. Added blue for no reason. Light gray. Added blue for no reason, but has this cool futuristic floor design. Green. I don't know, it's just an ugly color. Blue. This shell thing just sticks out way too much. Lime. The green and gold kind of works. I don't know why. Purple. It's cool, but the sword just sticks out way too much. Yellow. It's actually all one color. Pink. The same as yellow, but a better color. Black. Now it's not very black, but has the coolest floor design. Gray. Super basic with this awesome gear design. Red. The only one that can really stand alone. And finally, funny arrow block. There's a few things in Minecraft that are completely pointless. Think the respawn anchor in hardcore mode, where you can't respawn anyway, but it can still explode things, so I have a better one. The recovery compass in hardcore. I know you've never seen this item in your life, but it points to your last death spot, which doesn't exist in hardcore, unless you're a YouTuber. Also, I realized in peaceful mode, every food is pointless because you don't lose hunger. There are thousands of peaceful players trying to figure out what a pork chop does. There's this website called Scratch that a lot of schools use, and people create like low-level games. So I decided to search Camman18. Oh god. I see a lot of Preston Plays and Jelly Bean. Man, I peaked 2 years ago, huh? Oh, we got Camman Run. This looks familiar. Easy win. Okay, we got Camman18 versus Yugnini Parkour. And a comment? I guess Ninja Wing thinks I'm gonna win. Oh, it's giving me dialogue. You have to touch the green to win. Oh, he's going. Let me guess, he's gonna... Oh, yep, he's dead. Okay, how do I move? Well, wait, it's just moving for me? It's not even a game? I just look? Oh, wow, look, I won. That's yippee. What is this? Never gonna Camman... Alright, it's Akinator time. Doesn't know Camman18. Has your character really existed? I really hope so. Is your character a YouTuber? Is it listening to me? Does your character have a gaming channel? Okay, it's actually cheating. Is your character from Twitch TV? Oh my god, he's doing the plug for me. That's awesome. Associated with Pokemon trading card game? Okay, never mind. He is not on to me. I think we're in the clear. Oh! Is your character known for Minecraft gaming? It's actually so over. It's actually so over. Does your character create scary videos? Well, I do use the Lavender Town theme, but I don't know. Is your character British? Oh god, no. Is your character married? Married to Minecraft. I probably shouldn't put that. Does your character have numbers in their name? Oh, it's so over. Wear a spacesuit. Bro looks so smug for nothing. He is not onto me. Have a pink skin? Alright, this guy's cheating. My Minecraft skin has a dark secret. Because this skin, the one I use today, is slightly different from the one I used when I first started YouTube. If you go to any video before September 2021, this is my skin. It probably looks the same, but look closely. The feet are wrong. When I first made the skin, I forgot to color the inside of the feet, so the old one just has these stupid looking feet. But it's funny because hundreds of people still use this skin, and every one of them has the wrong feet. These are 3 random subscribers, and their goal is to hunt me down before I get 1 diamond. Go! Oh, they are catching me. Oh, I really should have thought of a plan before starting. Ow! Oh my god, ruined portal. Get in there! Yes! Where's the chest? Oh! Sword! Alright, get the pickaxe too. Get away from me! This is an efficiency 5 pickaxe? What? Okay, I just need an iron pickaxe. Oh god, he's right there. I should have made a stone axe. What am I doing? Oh, there's 2 of them! Oh, this is really bad. This is really bad. Okay, I need to make a play. There's this divot right here. Wait a second! The efficiency 5 pickaxe! Ah! I'm out of here! What is he doing? Thank you! Melon slices! Let's go! Oh, iron. Oh, God! Yes! Die! No! I'm playing more viewers live tonight on Twitch. What you youngins will never understand is old boats. These days we got paddles and turning and getting out. You have no idea how bad we had it. First of all, it doesn't have paddles because it didn't really have a turn feature. You just moved your mouse and held W. And when you reach land, you better be going slow or your boat will explode into planks and sticks, which also happened if you hit a lily pad, so no boating in swamps. Alright, so you slow down and get out, except you can't. Crouching does nothing. You just have to look down and whack it for it to still drop sticks. Well, at least you can ice boat. This is the max speed. I'm holding W right now. So I just found out I completely predicted 1.21 over a year ago in a video called Cool Things That Need an Update. Just watch. There's a lot of things in Minecraft that are cool but haven't been updated in years. Take the dungeon. They're pretty cool to find and XP farms are super useful, but this is what it looks like today and this is what it looked like in 2010. So they obviously didn't add to the dungeon, but think about it. You find one hidden underground, defeat the spawner, and get the loot. Now we have the trial spawners, where you find one hidden underground, defeat the spawners, and get even more loot. But okay, that barely counts. What did I say next? Another one, wolves. A Minecraft staple, but the only real update we've had is dyed collars in 2012, when there's things like armor or accessories that we could have. The last thing I mentioned was expanding the stronghold, so if Mojang does that, we know they're copying me. I often forget a ton of people play Minecraft on peaceful mode, so I looked into finding tips for it. Well, it turns out peaceful mode's pretty easy. Mobs don't spawn except for a couple that do and just don't attack you. Health regenerates super quickly, so cacti can't even kill you. Even skulk shriekers won't give you the darkness effect. But there's one thing I didn't know that makes for an epic tip. TNT doesn't damage you, but it does knock you back. This can probably be used in a million ways, but it means in a desert temple, by breaking the bottom TNT and placing a pressure plate, you can make a stylish and speedy exit. It turns out the key to faster minecarts has been right under our feet this whole time. It all started yesterday when the biggest Minecraft event, Minecraft Championship, was taking place. It was a game where you needed to build a fully connected rail so a minecart could go across, but Feinberg failed after this minecart was short of the rail after a fall, causing him to lose lose the entire event. But this is confusing because in the trial run, it made the rail easily and completed the track. So what happened? Well, it all comes down to mud. Despite its looks, mud is actually shorter than a full block, and due to minecart derailment physics have less friction on it, meaning are faster and go slightly further, just far enough to lose you a Minecraft event. What's the rarest? Did you really think I was gonna do another what's the rarest item video? I've already done over 3 of those. It's time for what's the most common item in Minecraft? You might think of stone being literally everywhere and only taking a few minutes to get off spawn. But there's some items you can get instantly, like wood, but there's so many different types of wood that some could spawn super far from you. That leaves dirt. It's everywhere, you can mine it quickly, but if you spawn in a desert or mesa, it could actually take you a while to get one, leaving one final item hiding in plain sight. The stick, made from every wood type, dropped from leaves, dead bushes, witches, fishing, chests. No matter where you spawn, you're seconds away from a stick. I just found a secret technique that changes everything. All you need is 2 wither skeleton skulls, a carpet, an armor stand, a dispenser, and any block of your choice, but usually carved pumpkins work the best. Dig a 2-wide hole like this and put a carpet down. Put a dispenser down facing the hole and then your block in front of it. Now go to the right of your block and place the first wither skull. Then put the armor stand in the dispenser and power it. Finally place your last skull on the armor stand, then patch up the hole and destroy the dispenser. And now your block has a top hat! What's the rarest armor in Minecraft? You probably think I'm gonna say netherite or chain or turtle thing, but none of these come close. The real answer is this diamond helmet, and it's way rarer than you could ever imagine. If you turn on advanced tooltips, you can see an armor's durability going all the way down to 1, then breaking. But I noticed a glitch. Armored mobs can very rarely drop 0 durability armor, and most people don't know that of the rare mobs that already spawn with armor, 0.04% of them will be wearing diamond armor. This is so rare that even Minecraft's most experienced players will only have seen 1 or 2. Then there's only a 73% chance for it to have a helmet, an 11% chance to even drop with looting 3, and insanely rare on top of that to be 0 durability. I just found the rarest item and the least rare block in Minecraft. Wow, throwing you for a doozy. So there's one block, kinda, that upon joining every Minecraft world you see. Air. In 2013, Mojang changed how air was coded, going from air being the absence of any blocks to its own block that doesn't really do anything. But in this same snapshot, they made one error. Mobs that dropped nothing, like bats, silverfish, villagers, and the ender dragon, now dropped this. And in survival Minecraft, you could get tile.air.name. It's actually pretty easy to get an elytra before beating the ender dragon, but most people don't know the right way to do it. So obviously you could bridge 1,000 blocks to the outer islands, but this would take a while and you'd need 1,000 blocks. The second way is with a simple flying machine that has a boat inside to carry you all the way there. But the best method gets you there instantly. If your end portal is above y=0, break the lava beneath it and place a piston and lever here. Then get ender pearls, a pickaxe, some blocks, and a potion of slow falling. And maybe set your spawn. By walking up to the piston and flicking the lever, you teleport to the end at the same coordinates as the overworld, meaning the outer islands. Now just find an elytra and put it in an ender chest. What's the most iconic Minecraft clip? I feel like other games will have a handful of iconic clips, and Minecraft definitely has some iconic moments and videos, but I feel like not many clips. But I found 2 that might be the most popular. First, a recent one.
What the
heck
was that damage, my guy? Oh! Oh!
Next is an old school one. I'm not sure how many people still know.
Emerald! We're rich! We're rich! Diamond! Ah!
So what do you think? It's 2024, so here are my predictions for what will happen in Minecraft this year. 1.21 will release, and I think we'll see a new weapon for the first time since the Trident. I also think we'll see more uses for Amethyst in this update, because we've seen Copper get a bunch of expanded uses, while Amethyst still has like 3 things. Next, I think the mob vote won't happen this year because of everyone complaining, and instead I think we'll see an old mob from a past vote. But overall, I think 1.21 will be underwhelming, leading Mojang to make drastic changes for 1.22, and at the end of the year, we'll see a huge announcement. This is my 1000th video, so I think it's time I answer, what's the rarest Camman18 video? And there's actually a clear answer. Maybe you think it's my oldest video, since no one watched me when I posted it, but a lot of people have gone back and seen it. The rarest is actually my 5th video, having the greatest error in Camman18 history. Somehow the audio glitched and the entire video is delayed. Just watch it. And don't make fun of my voice. I was like 16, I had a $20 mic. Why do I sound like that?
What's the rarest mob in Minecraft? Most people would say the pink sheep, but what's the rarest mob in Minecraft? Most people would say the pink sheep, but it actually doesn't even come close.
The entire video is then delayed and it got 2 million views. What do you got? This is the quadruple compressed poisonous potato block, the rarest block in Minecraft history. And not because it's rare, but because it's so hard to get. It's crafted from 9 triple compressed poisonous potato blocks, which is crafted from 9 double compressed, which are crafted from 9 compressed, which are crafted from 9 poisonous potatoes. So long story short, this one block needs over 59,000 poisonous potatoes to craft, which is over 922 stacks. At a 2% drop rate from fully grown crops, you'd have to farm nearly 3 million potato crops. No one can farm that many potatoes. Well, maybe one person. I decided to search for Camman18 Minecraft skins, and so the most recent one is just my skin, but worse. Let's go to highest rated. Oh god. Camman18. Very funny. Oh, we got like an IRL Camman18. This is kind of cool, I'm gonna be honest. Got the smile on the back. I'm not ginger though. Tanman18? Isn't this like gray though? Camman18's wife. Alright. Bloody Camman18. Oh my god. This is just gruesome. Oh my god. Ayo Den Camman18. Who is Ayo Den? We're down to the 0 like skins. This is the true brain rot. Steve Ann 18. Oh, this is the most disgusting thing I've seen. Okay, that's enough skins. There's a few myths in Minecraft that have just never been true, and people still believe them. Like, I'll see a lot of people make sugarcane farms using sand, because sugarcane grows faster on sand, but it doesn't. It grows the same speed on literally everything. You can just use dirt. You can use moss. Another farming one, whenever people want saplings or apples from leaves, they think letting it naturally decay ups the odds. This just isn't true. It's the exact same if you break it, and a hoe is way faster. And the one that annoys me the most, that Minecraft released in 2011. This is what Google says, but the game came out in 2009 and got super popular in 2010, but kids love to tell me that it came out in 2011. By going into Minecraft's options and language settings, you can change the game's language, but they added a few Easter eggs. Like the lolcat language. It just makes everything memey, I guess? Just look at these names. My personal favorite is Reinforced Deep Slate or Dark Ston with Weird Thing outside IDK. You also have pirate speak, making everything into pirate speak. Like you got Poseidon's Fightin' Fork and Cackle Fruit, but the best one is Ancient Debris or Treasure O' Davy Jones. But the weirdest one is actually this one that says English parentheses United Kingdom, where they spell random words like color wrong. You know how you have to crouch when doing a ladder jump to get the maximum distance? Well, this actually isn't true at all. If you thought this, you're probably either old or learned from an old person, because this actually used to be a thing. If there was a far ladder jump, you'd get there but slide off the ladder unless you were crouching. Since crouching on ladders or vines pauses your descent, it gives you time to get back up. But this was changed in 1.14, and now you simply have to hold jump to do the same thing. So if you ever find yourself failing a ladder jump, just make sure you're holding space and it'll be much easier. Have you ever noticed how the bottom of the crafting table is just the oak plank texture? This isn't really useful. I mean, I guess if you want to hide a crafting table for some reason, but there is something else like this, the lectern. The lectern outputs a signal to a comparator, and the strength depends on what page of a book you're on. And if you're a redstone expert like myself, you can make a specific page required for a redstone output. So if you have an oak plank roof and replace an edge with a lectern, you can have a secret book where going to a specific page automatically opens a secret room. There's one way to get XP that almost no one knows about. If you go to advancements, there's a couple with this special outline different than the normal square. These are called challenge advancements and actually give XP, but most of them are extremely hard for barely any XP, like deal 50 hearts with a single mace hit gets you 4 levels. But there's 3 challenges that give way more XP than the rest. How did we get here? Getting all 33 effects at once, which is really hard, and finding every biome in the overworld and then another one for the nether. The thing is, there's 53 overworld biomes and 5 nether biomes. So by walking for 10 minutes in the nether and getting this, you go from 0 to 19 levels of experience. Mob heads are pretty useless in Minecraft Java Edition, but in Bedrock Edition are one of the most useful items. You probably know wither skeleton skulls for summoning the wither, but the rest don't do much. You can make some banners or fireworks, or make some mob sounds, or hide from creepers slightly better, but they're mainly just decoration. But in Bedrock Edition, we have a unique item, the locator map. The locator map will show the position of other players, meaning easily finding any secret base. And there's only one way to avoid being on it, and that's by wearing a carved pumpkin or mob heads. And since carved pumpkins give you this overlay, mob heads become very valuable. To most Minecraft players, a 4-block jump is the hardest in the game, and while that's not true at all, it's still pretty difficult if you don't know what you're doing. You might know that by getting momentum, any jump becomes a lot easier, but what if you only have 1 block and can't get momentum? Or can you? By crouching to the back edge of a block, you have to click jump and forward at the same time, and in midair start holding sprint. This is called force momentum, and it might sound difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, you can hit 4-block jumps every time. Yes! So I called the gold sword pointless for doing the least damage with the least durability, and everyone said that enchanting a gold sword gives better enchantments. I've heard this before and just assumed it was a myth, but it's actually true. There's a hidden stat called enchantability, pretty much what material will give you the best enchants, and gold armor and tools have the highest. But for gold, this doesn't really matter. A sharpness 3 gold sword is worse than an unenchanted iron one, and a fortune 3 gold pickaxe can't even gather diamonds. But it does matter for diamond tools having some of the worst enchantability. Enchanting a level 30 diamond pickaxe has a 21% chance for fortune 3, while the same thing with an iron pickaxe has a 26% chance, significantly better. Woodland mansions have dozens of unique rooms, so you've probably never seen most of them. So it's time for real room or room made by Camman18. You have to guess. Here's the first one. It has this obsidian, glass, and lava, and a diamond block inside, and it's actually real. This room is super pointless, just having these random pillars, and it's birch, so obviously it's real. I wouldn't make this. Now we have this cobble structure with a pumpkin surrounded by rails, and it's also real. I wish I made it though. Finally, we have this mock end portal with a trapped chest containing ender pearls, and it's also real. That's right, I did 4 out of 4. The mind games are insane. There's 4 Minecraft versions that are more popular and played more than all the rest. First is the modern version, right now being 1.20.4, having all the latest updates and additions to the game. Second is 1.8.9, the last version with the old combat, and many of the biggest servers stuck with it because it's easier to house players on. Third is 1.16.1, the most speedran version, because it was right before Ender Pearl Barders were nerfed and Piglin Brutes were added. Finally, there's Beta 1.7.3, the last version before hunger, XP, sprinting, pretty much everything in modern Minecraft was added. This version has a dedicated following of people who miss the old, simpler Minecraft, and instead of complain about it, just play the old versions, because you can do that. It's time for an old game. I'm gonna play some regular Minecraft gameplay, and you have to find the one thing off in the video. Can you spot it? Alright, I'm here in my world. I've just been playing for a few days, don't have much, but it's a pretty cool spot where I built my base. It's next to a mesa. We got a desert back there. We got a jungle. This cool shattered savanna. Oh, it's called a windswept savanna now. Silly me. We got a lava pool over there, some salmon. I got a nice house right here. You can look at the inside. Got some chests, furnaces. I dyed the bed red just because, you know, That's just how I like it a little bit better, but yeah, that's my world. It's pretty cool. Make sure to subscribe. Yesterday, I challenged you guys to find the one thing wrong in a video, and a few people actually got it. If you get an oak plank and replace the roof of the house with it, you'll notice something's off. That's because this roof isn't wooden planks, it's lecterns. They both have the same design underneath, but planks are always in the same direction, while lecterns can be flipped in any orientation, meaning you just had to notice the dark line on the plank was the same on the top and bottom to get it. Also, you can make pretty cool designs with lecterns like this. Subscribe. Mojang has made 4 Minecraft spin-off games. It's hard to say what their goals with these games are since they obviously can't be as big as Minecraft, but let's go one by one. Minecraft Story Mode is probably their most iconic spin-off, getting a 2nd season and even going on Netflix, definitely making it a success. Then we had Minecraft Earth, the Pokemon Go clone, which was a huge failure, but it did release right before this pandemic thing, so you can't really blame them. Then we had Minecraft Dungeons, which wasn't huge but had its own fandom and a few years of updates until development stopped last year. Finally, we have Minecraft Legends, which came out less than a year ago and development has already stopped, with many calling it a failure. So with all these projects in the past, will Mojang make a new game or just focus on Minecraft? Who started Spleef, the most iconic Minecraft minigame? Just place some blocks that can be instantly destroyed over lava and try to break your friends into it before they get you. But it's also the oldest, and I was on a mission to find who made it. I found this YouTube video, the first ever of Spleef, a month after Minecraft's released, and it said it was played on Redshift's Ocean Build server. But then I found Notch's old blog posts talking about Spleef from 2 days before, linking to the old Minecraft wiki. And I found the original article, which claims the inventors are Green Slimy, Pentaclame, and Malrus. What's the rarest? Oh, I got a DM. Hey, you could use some tips. What is this? A WikiHow article? How to be a good Minecraft YouTuber. I don't need this, do I? I guess I'll just read. Number 1, use commentary. Buy a microphone. Can you think of a YouTuber who doesn't speak in his videos? Oh, he doesn't know the GOAT. Number 2, avoid annoying laughter. I'm dead inside, that's easy. Number 3, make good quality videos. Download software such as Hypercam, Fraps, Bandicam, or Camtasia. When was this made? 2024? Nice. Number 4, no dirt houses. Don't worry, I'm known as quite the builder. Number 5, get a friend or... Alright, I thought WikiHow was supposed to be realistic. This is the most unethical video I've ever made. Only use this tip for fun or under extreme circumstances because it can and has ruined friendships. So if you're ever invited to a creative server or just somehow get creative mode, all you need is one command block and a compass. Follow the compass to the world spawn and place a command block set to repeat and always active, then just type kill at E and done. This will kill every entity on the server forever, meaning no one can even respawn to destroy the command block, essentially destroying the entire server. If I say tutorial world, you probably think of this big Minecraft sign in this little area with trees, but the tutorial world's actually updated over time, and by the end, it was crazy. When you put nostalgia aside, this is actually a pretty mid-tutorial world. Like, it shows you how to build a house, and then you walk to a castle. This was the final one from 2018, showing everything from farms to slime blocks to elytras to tridents to brewing to enchanting to minecarts, all in an insane build. And although you can't beat that black and gray sign, this one... Okay, why does it look so bad? But I feel like this tutorial world doesn't get enough love. Minecraft, but there's 50 dogs, and if one of them dies, the video ends. Alright. Jeez, this really takes you back to the brain rot days. Bro thinks we're out of the brain rot days. Anyways, my goal is to get 1 netherrack, which is hard because 50 dogs don't do well in the nether. Alright, we got a little hill to go down. No one die a painful death. Good job. Oh! They're taking damage. Okay, a little bit of a jump. Okay, we're good. Oh, there's a ruined portal over there. Surely. Oh my god! Don't! Stop falling off the gap! Oh my god, no one died. I just don't know how we're gonna get to the nether. Wait, I just need netherrack. I literally just need to make a pickaxe. Maybe there's one in here. No, there's not. Okay, let me just... Well, this is gonna be the easiest thing I've ever done. Wait a second. Oh my god. I'm going back to the rarest item in Minecraft. I'm doing this challenge, but beating the Ender Dragon live tonight on Twitch. So yesterday I ranted about old boats, but this was actually good, because don't get me started on old swimming. These days we got this cool animation with a pretty respectable speed and ways to go even faster. But back in my day, which actually wasn't that long ago, there's Camman18ers that remember, we had bobbing. Instead of going like 4 blocks a second swimming, you bobbed on the water at 2 blocks a second, slower than walking on soul sand. This is probably the worst part of old Minecraft. Being in water just makes you want to drown, but luckily you didn't have to do it much because there was nothing there. Yesterday I talked about the 4 Minecraft spin-off games, but what if I told you there was one more, Minicraft? This was made in 2011 by Notch himself during a 48-hour coding challenge, and the game has had a small following for over a decade, with mods still being updated today. So I'm gonna check it out. I don't need to know how to play. Oh geez, it loaded my world faster than Minecraft. This is more like Pokemon than anything. There's water here? Oh, I can swim. Oh, I opened my inventory. I have a workbench and a POW glove. I equipped the POW glove. Can I? Oh, I'm damaging the tree. Oh, that was satisfying. Now this is some riveting gameplay. What is that? Is that a slime? Bro thinks it's Terraria. Wait, how do I hit again? Oh god, equip the POW glove. Ow! Die, slime. Oh, did I kill it? Maybe we can find a village and I can go, village! What is that thing? Is that Hero Brian? What's up, man? Ow! Ow! Fight! What? You died? One thing no one talks about is how Minecraft literally made axolotls. And when I say made, I don't mean literally made. I mean they put them on. They were irrelevant. Axolotls fell off. Here you can look at their Google Trends graph, and that's where they were added to Minecraft. They tripled in popularity after that. Minecraft literally added a mob to the game that does nothing and tripled the popularity of an actual real-life animal. And people make fun of me for playing Minecraft all day. Minecraft is more real than real life. How big is a Minecraft world? A lot of people think it's infinite, but there's actually a world border 30 million blocks out. So adding each direction, the world is 60 million blocks, right? Well, not exactly. As you can clearly see, there's a lot more world past the end of the world. You can even ender pearl a few blocks past here. So how far does it go? Well, people have edited the game's code to bypass the world border, and things function pretty normally up until 2 billion blocks in each direction, or 70 times further than the world border. The Minecraft pumpkin has a dark secret. Back in the day, all pumpkins looked like this, and it wasn't until 1.13 when the pumpkin and carved pumpkin split was made. But what less people know is that during this time, pumpkins could only be placed on top of another block, not on the side of things, meaning you couldn't even bridge with them. Because of this, Mojang didn't add a bottom texture and just copied the top one, meaning the pumpkin has 2 stems and still does after the texture update. But the worst part, when you grow a pumpkin, the stem connects to the side. So Minecraft recently updated their rarity system, but there's a lot of super rare items that were still left as common. So I decided to make the Camman18 rare items checklist, including all the rare items left out. I wanted to keep it exclusive, so honorable mentions are regular diamond ore, tall grass found only in acacia villages, and blocks like coral and mycelium where silk touch is required and it's a rare biome. First, I have the wither rose, which I'm surprised doesn't already have a rarity, only being obtained through the wither. We have deep slate emerald and deep slate coal ore, both being found rarely at this level, and silk touch is required. Next, the turtle shell, which you need to make a turtle farm for. Does anyone actually do this? Then the large fern, found rarely in taiga village chests, and finally the netherite block, which currently takes a lot of grinding for nothing. What? Bedrock Edition has emotes? What is this, Fortnite? You can click B and get an emote wheel? What is this? Ew! What? Are these all? What is this? What am I looking at? Gangnam Style? Are you oh my god. How many are there? Look at this. Oh my god, it doesn't end. Oh my god, who is buying these? Whose parents' credit cards are these? Gritty? This has to be like hundreds of dollars. Wait, $850 to buy every emote. $850. All right, you know what? Oh my god. 10 million subscribers before 2025 and I'll do it. Items you didn't know you could craft. First up, we have andesite, diorite, and granite, which are crafted with like quartz and stuff, but why would you ever do that when you can just mine it? Similar to that, we have purple blocks crafted with 4 popped chorus fruit, but literally no one does this. this, but a more useful one is leather horse armor. I think people just forget this exists, but you can dye it. It's awesome. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I always forget you can craft the lead. I always just kill the wandering trader. And finally, coarse dirt? There was no recipe at first, but then one was added with gravel and dirt like 10 years ago, and no one told me. This is a random subscriber 49 blocks off the ground, and they have 9 oak planks to escape safely. So what do they have to do? It's super easy. Just make a boat, which is what they did, and what? Why did they die? Boats save you from fall damage in Java Edition. Well, they do, unless you fall from 12, 13, 49, 51, 111, 114, 202, 310, or 315 blocks. Because for some reason from these heights, your boat breaks and you die. I have no idea why, but I'm playing more viewers live tonight on Twitch. Minecraft, but it's AI generated. Alright, so apparently this has no Minecraft code. It's just AI trained pictures of Minecraft. I don't know how that's legal. Alright, so let's look around. It's going very slowly. I kind of feels like Minecraft. Wait, the village disappeared when I looked back? What? Wait, every time I look around, there's like different... Look, there's a giant mountains! That is not what mountains look like. It barely looks like Minecraft, but look, okay, there's mountains right there. If I look away... now there's mountains everywhere. What? Now I'm on a beach! What? Now I'm in a desert! Okay, I guess I should try to get this tree. Can we get wood at all? Oh, here we go. It's kind of taking a while. Oh! It didn't really drop anything. Oh god, it's getting dark. Oh, I'm in a house now. This is kind of epic. Alright, well, overall thoughts, it's definitely not Minecraft, but I do think our society is doomed. Minecraft 1.21 will likely release in a few months, but we haven't seen too much outside of the trial chamber, so I went looking for clues, and what I found is disgusting. In the 2023 Minecraft Live, there's a point where Jeb gets into a minecart and rides for a bit. Wait a second, that minecart's going a bit fast. Let me just... 16 blocks in a second? It's going over double the normal minecart speed. Wait, where's the powered rails? Oh, here they are. Whoa! They just went like 70 blocks a second on powered rails. So either minecarts are so slow that they're making it faster for the sake of the video, or they're teasing the next feature in Minecraft. Today I set out to answer the question, what's the difference between the dispenser and the dropper? First, I obviously just put raw beef in both, and it did the same thing, so what's the point? Well, for most items, they just drop it out, but for a select few, the dispenser will perform a unique action, like placing a minecart or shearing a sheep. But that means for certain items, the dispenser can't drop them like the dropper can, making them both useful. But the most important part is that the dispenser is a surprised face while the dropper is smiling. How quickly can you get Deep Slate Emerald or the rarest block in Minecraft? Well, I decided to speedrun it, but first I needed a seed. Since you need Silk Touch, you'd normally need to get a bunch of levels and enchant a pickaxe, but what if I got a Silk Touch book? So I searched hundreds of Desert Temple seeds and finally found this one with a Silk Touch book. The problem is, mountains don't really spawn near deserts, so the closest Deep Slate Emerald was 1,000 blocks away, and I needed 31 iron for an anvil, and there were no structures I could get along the way. But I had a plan. I generated into the world and quickly looted the temple. I took a boat in a river all the way to the Deep Slate Emerald, and then used TNT from the temple to explode iron ore. So after waiting for it to smelt and creating the Silk Touch pickaxe, I got Deep Slate Emerald ore in under 7 minutes. Guys, I don't think I can play Minecraft anymore. I've complained about bugs in the past, but this one's different. It may just be too much. Here I am in the sky with 2 pandas and a bow and arrow. One panda lies above 8,388,608 blocks, and the other is below it. The one below is fine. When shot with a bow and arrow, it takes damage like it should, but the panda above, and anything above 8,388,608 blocks, is completely immune to arrows. It's literally unplayable. 2 years ago, I showed you the glitched triple chest from old versions, but what if I told you there was a quintuple chest? In old Xbox 360 edition, there was a small bug with the bonus chest. If you broke the bonus chest and reloaded the world, a new one would generate. Cool, but it's not really worth the time for just beginner items. But if you lay out chests in a checkerboard pattern like this, and the bonus chest generates in between 4 4, you get this. Some of the chests become invisible, but opening it shows it's 5 times bigger than a single chest and obtainable in survival Minecraft. What's the rarest block drop? You know how grass will rarely drop seeds and gravel will rarely drop flint? Well, what's the rarest of these? It's insane. If you break an oak leaf, it has a 1 in 200 chance to drop an apple. Alright. But it also has a 1 in 20 chance to drop a sapling. Alright. But it also has a 1 in 100 chance to drop 2 sticks. Meaning, it's possible for 1 leaf to drop an apple, a sapling, and 2 sticks at a 1 in 400,000 chance. Warning, I do not condone any actions taken as a result of this video. So in 1.20.5, wolves are really good. With a netherite sword, it takes 8 hits just to break its armor and then 5 more to kill it. So if your friend is attacking you with a wolf, or you're just evil, you need to find another way. There's a few damage types that bypass wolf armor, but most of these are very slow or take a long time to set up. Except for potions. With just 4 instant damage 2 potions, you can kill a fully armored wolf. Not that I would ever do that. Also, invite me to your Java Minecraft realms. The username is Camman18YT. Maybe I'll join. Yesterday was the worst day in human history. I woke up early to get on my favorite game, opened the Minecraft launcher, and why isn't it working? For six grueling hours, the Xbox Live servers were down, meaning you couldn't log into the launcher and play Minecraft. I didn't know what to do with my life. What is life without Minecraft? So I wrote this script, because the real question is, why do Xbox Live servers matter with me launching a single-player game on my computer? I spend $30 on a game, and I can't even play the game! One of the weirdest blocks in super old Minecraft is wool. But it wasn't even wool back then, it was cloth. Essentially the same thing, but no brown or black, meaning more colors. These colors were super vibrant, and many still like them more than the current wool colors, with this giant spectrum of green, blue, and purple colors that just don't exist anymore. But the weirdest thing about cloth is that you could make cloth armor. It might look familiar. Cloth then got renamed to wool and updated its colors, but I'll always remember spring green cloth. Since hardcore mode is coming to Bedrock Edition, here's the most evil thing you could ever do to someone. In Minecraft hardcore mode, all you need is a Curse of Binding book, most easily obtained through cycling librarian trades. And with an anvil, you can put it onto a carved pumpkin. Curse of Binding makes a piece of armor unable to be removed until it breaks or the player dies, and since carved pumpkins can't break and you're in a hardcore world, it's on you forever. You can either trick someone into putting it on or use a dispenser, where if a player has no helmet on, it's automatically attached for the rest of their life. 1.21 added a new transportation method that was never before viable. Let me explain the situation. This is my house, and 200 blocks away and 100 blocks underground there was a mob spawner I turned into an XP farm. It takes me 32 seconds to travel there and back, and I want to go faster. And since 1 block in the nether is 8 in the overworld and you instantly travel down in elevation, I made a portal at the spawner and at my base, and with this tiny run, I get there in 14 seconds. But since this game is garbage, we have wings and can fly literally anywhere super quickly, which gets me there in just 11 seconds. Until 1.21. See, the main thing that slows down short distance nether travel is actually the portal enter time, taking 4 seconds for each portal. But this can be removed with minecarts. Minecarts now travel through portals instantly, and I can now travel to my spawner 200 blocks away in 4 seconds. Did you know there's Minecraft books? Not like in-game books, and not even the Minecraft handbooks. I mean actual novels, like chapter books, story books about Minecraft. And there's not just 1 or 2, there's 17, including 10 in the last 3 years and 3 more coming this year. They're made by a bunch of different authors, which is how they pump out so many, but am I the only one who's never heard of these? Apparently they do pretty well. If this video gains 50,000 subscribers, I'll read one and do a book report. Wait, 224 pages? Okay, make that 100,000. Subscribe now! You ever join a friend's Minecraft world and things just look a little too good? Like there's houses made of diamond blocks, beacons everywhere, it just seems a bit sus. Well, here are some surefire ways to tell if a world was made in creative. Mainly you want to look for chests. If there's a bunch of chests with random unorganized junk, it's probably real. We all have these in our survival worlds. Another sign is a bunch of stacks of cobblestone in a chest. exist, because no one would do this in creative. The last thing is food. Everyone has some sort of farm to get food in survival, but you don't need to in creative. Many people call the triple Neo the hardest jump in Minecraft, having to jump around 3 blocks, but if you know what you're doing, it's really not that hard. All you need is a 7-block runway with 1 block to either side. Then crouch to the very corner and look at the corner between the 3rd and 4th blocks. Then run 1 tick and hold jump, which is the same timing you do on a head hitter jump, so you can practice on the edge here. After your second jump, curve your crosshair inward and you'll do the triple Neo. It sounds difficult, but after some practice, you can do it consistently and impress all of your friends. Things Minecraft taught me about real life. I learned that glass is made by melting sand through Minecraft. I felt so cool in class. Similar to that is bricks coming from smelted clay, and same with any time obsidian is mentioned, and I know it comes from lava, but there's also anything to do with the number 64, 32, 16. No one could do 16 times 4 faster in 3rd grade. Okay, now this one's a little embarrassing, but I learned that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west in Minecraft. Are you terrible at Minecraft? Can you never hit water bucket clutches? Well, I have the tip for you. If you find yourself in a pickle, all you have to do is go to your keybinds and change right-click to a letter. I chose Y for why am I still here? How much longer can I keep going? How many more hours spent thinking of an idea for a daily short just to... By holding a key, it inputs 20 times a second, meaning you can jump, hold it down, and hit a water bucket almost every time. Yeah, it's only like 90%, but with sweet berries, it works every time. I don't know why. Last year, I challenged any hardcore YouTuber to get every tropical fish, and a few weeks ago, Mudflaps actually did it, and I was pretty impressed, but it's time for a new challenge for a different group. As we all know, Deep Slate Emerald Ore is the rarest block in Minecraft, usually taking hours to find no matter what tools. But what if you spawned on it? To spawn on a block, it has to be exposed to the sky, so even seeing any deep slate with sky exposure is rare, yet alone at spawn, and in a mountain biome. This would be so rare that I don't even know if a seed like this exists, so good luck, seed finders, you'll need it. So 2 days ago, I challenged seed finders to find a seed that spawned on Deep Slate Emerald Ore, a challenge so hard I wasn't sure if it was possible. And a couple hours after uploading, I see this seed finder in Discord. Bruh, Camman casually telling us
seed finders to find a Deep Slate Emerald Ore spawn while not realizing there are 2 to the 64 possible Emerald Ore arrangements and seeds that happen to have the spawn point.
1 day. It took 1 day. So Dylan DC14 just found a seed where you spawn on top of Deep Slate Emerald. Now, to be fair, this is in 1.18. In 1.21, you spawn like 50 blocks from the Deep Slate Emerald and above an ancient city. But that's crazy. GG. It's game time. I'm gonna play some regular Minecraft gameplay, and you have to find the one thing wrong in the video. All right, loading into my new world. Oh, we got a ruined portal right there. That's pretty awesome. Oh, and is that a village over there? Wow, 2 structures right next to spawn. We're in this nice little flower forest. We got a cave right here, a bit of a water ravine. Ooh, and we got some nice mountains up here, and some sheep, and some pigs, and some cows. Ooh, and there's a sunflower forest over here. Let's just head to the village and see how we can start. Did you notice what was wrong? Things in Minecraft that were just added and you already forgot about. The tadpole. It was added in 2022 coming from the frog spawn block thing. There's no way you've seen one of these in 2 years. We also got the recovery compass, which is a cool concept, but does anyone actually think to use this? Just last year, we got the whole archaeology system and trail ruins, and I definitely see these things and walk past them. Also, the calibrated skulk sensor. If you tell me you ever crafted one of these, you have to be lying. And finally, added like 3 months ago, the potions of infestation, oozing, weaving, and wind charging. You have not made these. This is just embarrassing. So on June 6th, 2022, over 2 years ago, I uploaded a video called The New Rarest Item in Minecraft. Wow, I've really gone nowhere. It shows a Bedrock exclusive bug where the Woodland Mansion tree chopping room spawns an efficiency 1 leather cap. Now this seemed like a pretty unmissable bug and a pretty easy fix, but for some reason, this bug went through years of updates without being patched until 1.21. Finally, Mojang is ready to put the bug rock name to rest, and now this chest gives you efficiency 1 chain leggings? I just found the secret use of the golden shovel. So you know when you're trying to get a level 30 enchantment, but it's something garbage, so you want to reset the enchants by enchanting something else first. Well, to be the most efficient, you should use a grindstone to disenchant that throwaway item to get a couple XP back, but I asked the question, what's the best item to do this with? I know gold items have the highest enchantability, but there's just not much info on how grindstones reward XP. So instead of being normal, I spent the next 5 hours enchanting and disenchanting sets of 1000 items to find the average XP yield, and here's the results. Gold boots give the most at 9.4 points back per level 1 enchant, but the golden shovel is only slightly behind and costs a quarter of the gold, meaning I think it's the best. If you don't have a lot of gold, wood tools actually have a high enchantability, so a wooden shovel is good too. Minecraft Bedrock Edition is more difficult than Java. This may be controversial or a surprise to some people, but the more I play Bedrock Edition, the more I realize it's just harder. Mobs hit you from further, gassed fireballs are quicker, the wither is just 50 times better, but these are all pretty small and Java has some quirks too, but there's one huge difference. Ever since 1.9, food in Java Edition is broken. If you're low on hearts, you can just eat a steak and start regenning super quickly, while this just doesn't happen in Bedrock. Little bits of damage you can normally just eat off will linger with you, and hearts just matter a lot more. So I've been doing my thing for a few years, uploading my daily Minecraft shorts, and been doing pretty good. But now, I have competition I don't know if I can beat. Minecraft! For some reason, the official Minecraft YouTube channel has been uploading a ton of shorts, and their video showing off the new paintings was uploaded 7 minutes after the update dropped. I can't compete with that. They're filming it before it's even out. I'm supposed to be the one leeching off of updates. Well, guys, I might be cooked, but maybe if we can get more subscribers than Minecraft, we'll have a chance. We're 5 million away, but oh, we're super close to 8 mil. Subscribe right now. Am I going crazy? I feel like I'm being trolled right now. So the Minecraft YouTube channel just uploaded a short talking about the rarest mobs in Minecraft. But okay, they've been doing a lot of shorts lately, and eventually they'd have to make one about the rarest something. But in the video, they're in a minecart the whole time that can go super fast. What? Maybe I have a tinfoil hat on, but what's the rarest Minecraft short in a faster minecart? Like, what? The walls are speaking to me. What's the ugliest Minecraft painting? A question that's been passed down for centuries, and now we have 20 new paintings, so there's a lot to consider. But honestly, all the new paintings are good. It's really not even close, except for Owl Lemons. I have bad vibes from Owl Lemons. These two are the runner-ups, and really all the old 1x1 paintings are bad, but these two, what even are these? But it's still not the worst, because literally, what is this? I actually found the original source. This? Are you kidding me? Can you see the similarities? No? Yeah, I didn't think so. Are you a loser too? Well, let's see. I'm gonna show you a Minecraft block, and you have to give me the name. Easy, but it'll get harder as it goes on. First, we got this. Smooth stone. Second, we got packed ice. Third is packed mud. See what I did there? Now we got magenta glazed terracotta. Here we have tube coral block. Second to last is crimson hyphae. And finally, ochre frog light. There is no way you got that. The most underrated enchantment in Minecraft is Fortune 2. And I'm not just gonna say Fortune 3 is really good, so Fortune 2 is also good, because I actually use Fortune 2 on one of my main tools. All the main tools either have Silk Touch or Fortune, and you have to choose what you want more. But for the shovel, there's a bit of a problem with gravel. With Silk Touch, it drops gravel 100% of the time and never flint. With Fortune 3, it drops flint 100% of the time and never gravel, meaning with either of these, one item becomes impossible to obtain with the shovel, which is why I use Fortune 2, dropping flint 25% of the time, but I can still get gravel if I need it. If you ever played Minecraft on an Xbox 360, PS3, or Wii U, then you played a special version of the game. Lots of people think this was just Bedrock Edition, but the Legacy Console editions weren't even made by Mojang, so have a lot of unique things we've never seen since. Like in the Nether, where natural natural soul sand can have netherwort on it, and blazes drop glowstone for some reason. And since the worlds were a limited size, in the overworld we just had an infinite ocean and world border, but in the nether we had the bedrock wall on all sides, almost like a Farlands. And most importantly, apparently 4J Studios was smart because they doubled the speed of minecarts. I'm not joking. In 2019, Minecraft overhauled villages and added these 11 new blocks as villager job sites. And they all had a purpose. All except one, the fletching table. Okay, I lied. The smithing table also didn't have a purpose, and Mojang put out this statement saying it and the fletching table have a planned purpose in the next major update. And that was the nether update, where we saw the smithing table used for making netherite armor and tools, and the fletching table did nothing. And it still does nothing. So is Mojang planning on adding a use when they see fit, or will it go down in history as another unkept promise? We now know the next Minecraft update, but many are disappointed we didn't get an end update, so the question is, why? When everyone begged for a cave update for a few years, we got one of the best updates ever, and it's been a few years of people asking for an end update. But what a lot of people don't realize is the average Minecrafter. From Xbox achievement stats, we know only like 10% of players even beat the Ender Dragon, meaning even less go to the Outer Islands and get an Elytra. Just think about all your friends, or you, who are like, oh yeah, I've never beat the Ender Dragon. This means an end update would only really be for 10% of players, and maybe why it's not a priority. I just realized the gold sword is completely pointless. Gold tools have the least durability, but break blocks faster than even netherite. But for the few blocks swords break faster with, all swords are the same speed, meaning the gold sword does the same damage as a wooden sword with half the durability while having literally no upside. I feel like they should give it a faster attack speed, or just make it like the old combat where you can spam, or just anything to give anyone any reason to ever pick it up. The dragon egg is the only item in Minecraft that you can only get one of, meaning in servers it's super sought after, but there's one way to always get it. Obviously being the first person to beat the dragon would do it, but a lot of times servers lock the end until everyone kills it at once and then has a scramble for the egg. Except you, cause you watched this video. The dragon egg doesn't actually spawn on top of the end fountain, it spawns at the highest point at 0-0. This means by secretly pillaring up to height limit during the fight and making a platform at 0-0, you get the egg every time. What's the silliest thing in Minecraft history? Maybe it's naming a sheep Jeb underscore to make it turn rainbow, or that a boat on ice goes much faster than an electric-powered locomotive, but neither of these are the silliest. In 2017, Minecraft had only been getting minor updates, the community was really small, and it was really only seen as a kid's game. So for summer 2017, Mojang dropped the next major update, 1.12. They added concrete, colored beds, parrots, concrete powder. But to top off the middest update of all time, they dropped glazed terracotta. Does anyone use any of these blocks? Like, some of them aren't bad, but they have a lot going on. And then they added a pink arrow block. I decided to type in the seed Camman18 and generate the world to see what happens, and it's pretty normal. But I was on a mission to find one cool thing in the Camman18 Minecraft seed. There's this ruined portal at spawn with no cool items in it, and this awesome lush cave opening nearby, but nothing that cool. But I was determined, and after roaming the lands, found this woodland mansion 200,000 blocks from spawn. Okay, but how is that cool? Well, if you get on top of it and look around, another woodland mansion like 400 blocks away, and then 1,000 blocks away, a third mansion? Now that's cool. There's actually a way to lock your chests in Minecraft that almost no one knows about. Cats are one of the most complex mobs. They don't take fall damage, scare creepers and phantoms, give you gifts when you wake up, and when sat on a chest, it can't be opened. And since only you can sit and unsit your cat, it's essentially a lock. By placing trapdoors like this, you hide what's above, so you can run up, open the trapdoors, and unsit it. Obviously, someone could still break the chest or kill your cat, but this will deter most average looters from snooping through a chest. The respawn anchor is super useful for setting a spawn point in the nether, but it's even more useful in the overworld. Much like a bed in the nether, using a respawn anchor in the overworld makes it explode, doing enough damage to kill a player in full netherite armor. But what makes it super good is that unlike TNT, which has a fuse, once you put one glowstone in it, you can just instantly explode. And unlike end crystals, it's just one block, meaning you can hide it behind a painting or banner or even a carpet in front of a door and instantly kill your friends without them knowing. So last night I was streaming when this happened. That's all you can say. Whoa, rare double pumpkin! Whoa, whoa! Sorry, guys. This may seem like nothing, but if you play a lot of Minecraft, you know something's off. I feel like I've never seen two pumpkins generate on top of each other. And after searching a ton and reading the wiki, I know you haven't either. It says pumpkins can only generate on grass, and I can't find a single seed online showcasing this. So did I just find the rarest pumpkin patch in Minecraft history? No. I thought I did though and had a fun 30 seconds. It turns out pumpkin piles can generate in taiga villages, and this one happened to be completely cut off besides the two on top of each other. Still kinda neat though. Anvils are very stupid. Most people know about the weird too expensive message that seems to randomly come out in anvils, but the reason for it is actually even more stupid. There's a hidden stat on enchanted items called anvil uses that directly affects the level cost. This is why you can sometimes switch around the same items and get a lower level cost. Say you want to put these 7 enchantments on a sword. Doing them one by the last book it'll say too expensive and cost you 83 levels. But if you combine the books into doubles before applying, you can get all 7 with just 49 levels. I just found one of the craziest Minecraft seeds. And not like I found something on Reddit, I just randomly loaded into this world. At first it looks like nothing. You spawn next to a lava pool and there's a pretty big cave system under, and that's a shipwreck. A shipwreck buried in deep slate in the middle of a cave, completely unexposed to air, and from what I can find online, the deepest shipwreck ever found. But the craziest part, this isn't Bedrock Edition, and I don't think it's glitched. The spawn is a giant beach with all these caves, and the chunk the shipwreck is in has a lot of air exposure, meaning a beached shipwreck just spawned at deep slate naturally. I've never seen anything like this. Subscribe! The Mushroom Island is the best biome in Minecraft and contains mushrooms, the best animal food source. But most people have no idea how to find one. Minecraft's world generation has a value called continentalness, and when it's at its lowest, a mushroom island spawns. This pretty much means you need to be as far away from landmasses or continents as possible. So take off perpendicularly from a landmass, and you want to make sure the ocean floor is as deep as possible, because mushroom islands only spawn in the deep ocean biomes. Then all you can do is raise your render distance and keep looking around. So yesterday I found this chest that had 3 enchanted golden apples inside. It was in an ancient city though, which is the most common spot for god apples, and other people online have reported 3 and even 4 apples in a chest. But then I found wise_professional1900, who 21 days ago on this seed at these chords found 6 enchanted golden apples in one chest. From my probably wrong calculations, that's like a 1 in 2 million chance. Imagine just playing survival and stumbling upon this. He got 13 upvotes. One of the most underrated blocks in Minecraft is dirt. Now you're probably thinking dirt does literally nothing, which is true, but not completely. Because of the hoe. With one right click, it turns dirt to farmland, which you can farm on, but also reduces its height by 1 pixel, meaning it can reveal a secret chest, button for a secret base, or even minecart. Now you can obviously also do this with grass, but the dirt it leaves could take minutes to grow back, while if you find a surface dirt patch, it's completely hidden in seconds. I just discovered the most cursed thing in Minecraft and something completely lost to history. So yesterday I showed the air item in this super old snapshot, and I happened to spawn in a savanna. Coincidentally, this version was right around when savannas were added, and I noticed something. Do you see it? This is jungle wood. When savannas were first added, they had jungle logs for their trees. I can't find this anywhere online. Wait, now that I think of it, let me find a dark forest. Oh, it's normal. Wait, spruce! Oh, this is different too! A lot less cursed though. Woodland mansions are the biggest structure in Minecraft, but super easy to loot if you know how. The best loot here is actually dropped from evokers, being totems of undying. Evokers only actually spawn in 4 rooms, being the dining room, conference room, map room, and ritual room, and after being defeated won't respawn. Now there's also chests, and while there's some custom chest spawns, they're mostly garbage, and the majority of chests pull from 1 loot pool. The problem is, most of the loot sucks, but you do have a small chance at an enchanted golden apple and diamond chestplate, and you can get the exclusive Vex armor trim. These chests spawn in a bunch of random rooms, but the best way to find them is with a flint and a steel. It's actually an iron ingot. Light the bottom level of the mansion on fire, wait like 10 minutes, and the chests will be super easy to find, and you may see 2 secret rooms. One with this obsidian structure and the other with a lava one, both containing diamond blocks inside. 10 years ago, I made a parkour map and then made a video about it 10 years later and challenged people to speedrun it. Well, I found this guy who had an insane run with skips I didn't know existed, not falling a single time and beating it in 3 minutes. But the run had some errors, and I figured as a parkour pro, with enough effort, I could get the record. And after hours of trying, I didn't think it was gonna take this long, and it was 1 a.m. This was supposed to be my video, and I had to make a whole rarest item video instead. But I woke up the next morning, and this happened. I got the world record in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Do you ever go to a pillager outpost and there's like no pillagers? But then other times you go and there's like 500. Well, this is actually because caves under the outpost could have a ton of enemies hitting the game's mob cap, so if you go into creative and fly way above one, a bunch of pillagers spawn. Which gave me an idea. If you build 50 blocks above an outpost, you're outside of its spawn range and can make a base. And a bunch of pillagers will spawn on the surface, essentially guarding your base. Then build another portal up here and connect it to one hidden on the surface to have a floating base guarded by pillagers. What's the rarest Camman18 video idea? So allegedly, I've been out of video ideas for like 2 years, but I have some ideas floating in my head that I've never put to paper, including the deepest Minecraft YouTuber lore. The original Minecraft YouTuber group was called Team Crafted, and they had all the biggest YouTubers and moved to a house in LA. One of the YouTubers, Minecraft Universe, brought their high school friend to stay at the house, and the friend was in a few videos with them and even played guitar on some Minecraft streams. Is that Post Malone? That's right, hit global artist Post Malone lived in Sky Does Minecraft's closet in the biggest Minecraft YouTuber group's house. So Minecraft just ruined the game. A new snapshot came out that does 2 things. First, they increased redstone drops from witches, now giving 4 to 8, so witch farms are now very viable. And second is with pistons. Pistons have a super satisfying sound, but they're kinda loud, so they made them quieter and changed the sound. Here's a side-by-side. Minecraft is saved because of the new snapshot, which fixes a bug from 12 years ago. First of all, the disgusting piston sound from last week has been removed. Now pistons sound normal, but are just a bit quieter. And second, they fixed the bug where you couldn't ride entities through portals, but then made it a game rule that's automatically set to false. I think it should auto set to true because it does one more thing that I found. Minecarts can now be ridden through portals and continue their track, only if this game rule is on. The potion of oozing is the most underrated potion in Minecraft. If you don't know, these can splash on you in trial chambers, but can also be brewed with a slime block. When an entity has oozing, upon death it'll spawn 2 medium slimes. Medium slimes spawn 2 to 4 small slimes on death, which each drop 0 to 2 slime balls, meaning each potion, which costs 3 to make, average 6 slime balls gained, essentially doubling them. But that's only if you splash 1 mob. Since you can splash a dozen at once, 1 potion of oozing can give you stacks of slime balls. What's the most popular Minecraft mod ever? You might think it's something like Pixelmon or the Aether mod, and while these are iconic, they aren't the most downloaded. On CurseForge, we see Just Enough Items, a mod that lets you see every item and its crafting recipe, tops the site at 300 million downloads. But one mod beats it, only found on its own site, Optifine. Optifine boosts your game's FPS at no cost, many players not able to run the game without it, and although it's somewhat outdated today by its counterparts, it solely dominated for a decade. There's a new Minecraft snapshot, and Ender Pearl stasis chambers just got way better. If you don't know, you can use soul sand to make a bubble column and throw an Ender Pearl into it to hang it in stasis. Then you can set up redstone with a trap door to make it instantly teleport you back on a timer no matter where you are. But this had one main drawback. back, the chunks had to be loaded, meaning you could really only make one of these in a few spawn chunks. But in the latest snapshot, that's all changed, because ender pearls now load chunks, meaning ender pearl stasis chambers can be built anywhere. And tomorrow I reveal a groundbreaking design that changes everything, so subscribe to stay tuned. What's the most annoying thing in Minecraft? You might think it's phantoms or getting too expensive on an anvil or misplacing an obsidian on your nether portal, but there's one thing more annoying if you don't know what you're doing. When you're trying to flint and steel a cow to make it drop cook meat when you kill it, but it's hard to burn and hard to hit and it just runs into water every time and you can't get it out of the water and you try to kill it for like 3 minutes and you could have just melted beef in a shorter amount of time. But there's actually one way you can solve this. By making a single block hole and putting water in it, the cow will run towards it when burning and moronically spin around until it burns to death. I know everyone's been asking, so let me tell you about the secret use of farmland. Farmland is really good for farming, but there's two things that make it unique. First, you can quickly turn dirt to farmland and back to dirt with just a hoe. And second, farmland is 1 pixel shorter than dirt, meaning by finding some in the open, you can hide anything. You can put a barrel there for basically a chest hidden in the open, or a minecart entrance to a secret base all hidden behind a hoe and 1 piece of dirt. A lot of people don't know that some horses are faster than others. On average, they go about 9.5 blocks per second, a bit faster than sprint jumping or minecarts, but they can be as low as 4.7 blocks a second, or barely faster than walking, or as high as 14 blocks a second, double the speed of sprint jumping. But how do you get faster horses? Every horse spawns with 3 random attributes for health, speed, and jump height, and breeding them passes down these values. So you just have to tame a few horses, find the fastest ones, and breed them over and over again. I just found my new favorite Minecraft seed. You spawn in on this hill and it looks pretty bland, but with a bit of exploring around, you'll find these beautiful mountain ranges everywhere with villages and outposts, and there's cliffs, just so many of these near spawn. But that alone doesn't make it my favorite, because a few hundred blocks from spawn, you find this, the coolest world generation I've ever seen. This literally looks like an amplified world from every angle, above the clouds, insane cliffs, waterfalls, lava falls. Like, imagine building a base here or multiple people in a city. I've never seen anything like it. The fermented spider eye is one of the weirdest items in Minecraft, but also extremely useful. It's crafted with a spider eye, sugar, and brown mushroom, and only used in one thing, potions. It's used directly into a water bottle to make weakness potions, the only potions craftable without nether wart, but that's not even its best use. The fermented spider eye reverses potions, put it on speed and its slowness, put it on healing and its harming, put it on night vision and its invisibility, meaning a lot of the best potions in the game are locked behind this red piece of mush. Finding a nether fortress can be the hardest thing in a Minecraft world, but there's a bit you can do to make it easier. First of all, if your portal spawns in a nether cave, you have to try to find your way to the open nether. You might have to start mining, so make sure to crawl mine, and anywhere from layer 32 to 104 is great, but I prefer layer 75. Once you're out, you basically just want to cover as much ground as possible, because they can spawn in any biome, so just find open areas to run around. And because of how they generate, you don't want to be in the single or double digits on your X and Z coordinates. You can make a warped fungus on a stick, and with a saddle, ride a strider through lava lakes and hopefully find some of those nether brick pillars. You know, we all talk about the water bucket clutch, but no one talks about the lava bucket clutch. Okay, I know what you're thinking, it doesn't exactly work as well as water, but it actually can be useful. While lava doesn't completely save you, it does slow your fall, but MLGing only does this slightly and you're still on fire. But if you place it up on a wall, you take much less damage from falling, and then you just need to survive the fire, which you can easily do with some food and decent armor. It's not the best solution, but if you're in a pinch and it's all you have, it is possible and it can save you. Minecraft may have just leaked the next major update. So this German magazine Die Spiegel put out a story for Minecraft's 15th anniversary, and it includes an interview with Lady Agnes, Minecraft's game director. The interview's in German, but Google translated to English, there's one question that sticks out. How do you decide what you add to the game? She responds, "We look at what players want and what we have changed recently. While we added new types of caves and forests to the game last year, we will focus on other things for now, such as the combat system." It kinda sounds like they're confirming a combat update, but the problem could be in the translation. I asked a native German speaker to translate it, and he said the response was, if we added new types of caves and forests to the game last year, the focus will be set on different things like the combat system. He said it's weird to translate, but she also also phrased it pretty directly that we might get a combat change very soon, and if not, we do know they're still thinking about it. There's a hidden piece of loot only found in strongholds and jungle temples. But first you need to understand enchanted books. If you loot an enchanted book from a woodland mansion, ocean ruin, pillager outpost, mob spawner, mineshaft, or desert temple, the book is essentially enchanted with a random level 1 to 30, meaning it could be mid or something awesome. But if you've ever looted a stronghold library, you might have noticed something. All the books here are godly, but why? Because unlike all the other books, these are level 30 books, commonly found in libraries, but also scattered rarely in other stronghold chests, and for some reason, a 4% chance from jungle temple chests. Well guys, we're finally here. It's been over 1,000 days straight of videos, and I just have nothing else to talk about. Wait, what? So after 3 years I've learned that you can just ride a llama and tame it, but after taming it you can't put a saddle on it or even control it at all, but you can put a chest on it for 3 slots for some reason. I don't even get the point because you can't control it. And then you can put carpet on it? Just look at all these carpet designs. We got a creeper, an enderman, a pink thing. I've literally never seen these in my entire life. Today I answer the age-old question, lure or luck of the sea? Luck of the sea increases the chance of treasure catches, which are usually what you're wanting from fishing, while lure decreases the time it takes to get a catch, but lowers treasure odds. Except for the fact that it doesn't. This is what lure did in 2013, but ever since 1.9, lure doesn't affect the loot table at all, just speeds up catches, but a ton of people still think this. So you should use lure and luck of the sea, both of which essentially double your odds, and when combined with rain and open air exposure, you can get a ton of loot. I just realized something. So on May 30th, 2023, I uploaded the craziest seed I've ever discovered. Then a year later, on June 12th, 2024, I uploaded the craziest seed I've ever discovered. So that begs the question, what's the craziest seed I've ever discovered? Well, the first one was this crazy snowy taiga shattered mountain world generation that you literally spawned on, which was super cool, but I think I beat it. The recent one was a beach shipwreck that spawned in Deep Slate because of sky exposure, and I've done a lot of searching and never found a shipwreck this deep without glitches, and it's right at spawn. I have you beat, seed finders. One of the best criticisms of Java Minecraft is that if you don't have a good computer, the game is pretty laggy, especially at high render distances. For a decade, this was solved with Optifine, a mod that essentially took away nothing and just boosted the game's FPS. But now, Optifine's pretty outdated, and the new hot thing is Sodium. Sodium will massively boost your FPS, and I would recommend everyone getting it. I literally don't play the game without it. There's some other mods I use like Lithium and Starlight, but mainly all you need is Sodium. This isn't sponsored, by the way, I just think it's a good mod. I have a suggestion for Minecraft. No, it's not to make minecarts faster, although that would be nice. What's the most boring part of a Minecraft playthrough? I don't know about you, but for me it's going to the Nether and running around and finding nothing when you can't find a fortress. Now a lot of the time it's not bad, but it could spawn 1,000 blocks away and you're just looking forever. While you can see hundreds of blocks in the overworld, here we have Nether fog just 96 blocks out. That's why I want a feature for the spyglass, making it see through more Nether fog and giving a niche item a use besides just being a zoom feature. Suspicious sand and gravel are supposed to be unobtainable blocks. Breaking it drops nothing, even with silk touch, and it's even destroyed when falling onto a torch. If it wasn't for shears, breaking them with shears still does nothing, but with shears you can get cobwebs. Then if you get a suspicious sand or gravel to fall on a cobweb with nothing beneath it, after 30 seconds it'll break into the item. And these are actually pretty cool building blocks for variation, and also a huge flex. Subscribe for more tips. The most underrated technique in Minecraft is water mining. With the use of doors, you can easily swim in caves in the ocean, placing the doors for air pockets and mining a bunch of ores. But what's the upside to just regular caving? Well, besides just not being able to find a normal cave, there's actually a lot. First of all, you don't have to worry about mobs because they literally can't spawn here, besides glow squids. Also, most ores, or at least gold, lapis, coal, and diamonds, spawn more frequently with no air exposure, meaning more ore in water caves. And on servers, these are usually unlooted. Everyone mines the big caves near spawn, but no one checks the water. You know, I do what I can to combat misinformation on the internet, even when it's sometimes me spreading it. But this time, it's the top comment on my last video where I talk about wells. Fun fact, a desert well shows that there is a structure in that biome, so if you find a desert well, check the biome for a desert temple or village. This just isn't true, and a lot of people think it is. Wells are completely random. The comment said if you think it's wrong, go test it for yourself, so here you go. This desert well is in a small desert with nothing else in it. The closest of these structures is 5,000 blocks away. Alright guys, I made a really fun game. You know Who's That Pokemon, where you have to guess the Pokemon? Well, get ready for Who's That Block? Alright, round 1. Who's that block? It's Podsol. That was easy, but time for round 2. Who's that block? It's Lime Glazed Terracotta. And for the final round, the hardest one yet. Who's that block? It's Bamboo Mosaic Stairs. Subscribe if that was an insane game. Isn't the world border kinda just weird? Like, I hate to say it, but it just doesn't feel Minecrafty. It's not a block and it's all animated. It's just kinda out of place. Like, the Farlands as a world border was way cooler. Obviously, it was just a glitch, but it had a charm to it instead of glowing wall. I feel like even a hard cutoff into the void would be better than this, but I really don't see any argument against the return of the Farlands or anything with more character than this. You can do my favorite glitch with this one though. What's the hardest block to mine? Well, it seems simple. Something like obsidian, crying obsidian, the respawn anchor, or netherite block have the longest breaking time of 250 seconds. But with a good pickaxe, this goes to just a few seconds, and reinforced deep slate is 82 seconds no matter what tool you use. But now we have the trial spawner and vault, which also have no tool to make it faster, meaning if you want to break one of these, it will take over 4 minutes to break one. Herobrine was in Minecraft. Kinda. If you somehow don't know, Herobrine was a mythical mob from the early days of Minecraft that never actually existed. But back then, Mojang was mentioning Herobrine much more, even using him in official Minecraft artwork. And then they added him to the game, in the form of official console skin bundles, but still, right there, Herobrine in Minecraft by Mojang. But this is interesting because since then, Herobrine has been pretty much unmentioned for 10 years, besides a note in every major update reading removed Herobrine. But even this stopped after 1.16, and it seemed Herobrine would never be mentioned again until 1.20, when removed Herobrine was back for its first mention in 3 years, and maybe there's more to come. What's the rarest wood type in Minecraft? In the last few years, we've had multiple new wood types in some decently rare biomes, but which is the rarest? Well, all the old wood is usually common, and when it's not, it can be found in shipwrecks. This leaves the Cherry Grove, Mangrove Swamp, and Pale Garden. So I generated 100 worlds, located the closest of each biome, and ranked them by distance. The Cherry Grove was only the furthest away 4 times, so it's definitely not that, and the Mangrove Swamp beat the Pale Garden 55 to 45, making it slightly less common. Now, it is a small sample size, but Pale Oak is always touching a dark forest, while the Mangrove Swamp can spawn next to a lot of biomes, making it harder to locate and making mangrove wood stay the rarest. What's the rarest mob drop in Minecraft? Things like lightning killing a turtle and dropping a bowl, and killing a wandering trader drinking an invisibility potion are pretty hard to do, but can be easily replicated, unlike the tropical fish. Now, it does have a 100% drop rate from tropical fish, but from the Elder Guardian, it's different. It has a 2.5% chance to drop a random fish pulling from the fishing loot pool, where a tropical fish is only a 2% chance, meaning 2% of the 2.5%, or 1 in 2,000. Even with looting 3, it's a 1 in 900 chance, meaning you'd have to find 300 ocean monuments and kill 900 Elder Guardians for a decent chance of 1 to drop a tropical fish. Camman just sucks at redstone. Alright, it's time for a redstone video. I gotta prove my knowledge. So here I have a dropper, dispenser, observer, and crafter, and they're all very different. The dispenser has a more surprised look with these high arching eyebrows and a more circular mouth, while the dropper is clearly more jubilant with the triangle mouth. Now, the observer is very interesting. It has these long, flat eyebrows and bigger eyes, actually, than any of its counterparts, but a tiny mouth, just 2 pixels wide by some estimates. So I think the observer is going for a more stern look here. Now, the crafter also really stands out, having these tiny eyes and huge mouth, and some even theorize this is a mustache, but in my opinion, because by activating it, you can see it open its mouth, so I'm pretty sure this is a mouth, and it has this angry eyebrow going on. So next time, you guys can think twice before saying I don't know about redstone. What's the rarest? Oh, I got a DM. Play Minecraft in Roblox. Okay. Oh, we're loading in. Oh, what? All right, we're in the world. Oh, there's a person over there. I guess this is snow. Do we have like all the same blocks? Oh, no way it followed me. Okay, there's people over here. That guy's got iron armor. Bro's been grinding. What is that? Wait, can I punch him? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I kind of want to... Wait a second. Can I just combo him? Why isn't he fighting back? He's still running. Oh, he's hitting back. He's sinking. Did I kill him? Did he log off? Can you just do that? Wait, are these diamonds down here? Oh, what the? Why is there like one layer of water? Oh my god. Roblox Minecraft moment. All right, can I craft a... What is all of this stuff? Insufficient funds? Buy Robux? No! Wait a second, you can just buy X-ray on the side and admin commands? Literally, who plays this? So a lot of people don't know what saturation is. In Minecraft, you have a health bar and a hunger bar that goes up every time you eat food. But what also goes up is an invisible saturation bar, which decides how long until you have to eat next. And every food gives a different amount of saturation. This is why with foods like sweet berries, you have to eat every 5 seconds, but with a steak, you can go minutes. And since a lot of people eat the second they're hungry, saturation is arguably more important than the hunger restorative of food. Common foods with god-awful saturation are sweet berries, beetroots, and melons, which are so overrated, the same nutritional value of poisonous potatoes. But even things like bread and baked potatoes are significantly worse than cooked meats. You know what we don't appreciate enough? Scaffolding. It's super cheap to make, all the items to craft it are farmable, you can build up with it, then use it as a ladder up or down, or even MLG with it. You can build outward unlike any other block, and then destroy it all instantly with no cleanup. Now, I don't really build anything, so I never use it, but I was wondering why I barely see other people use it. And it's probably because you can go get wings and fly around anywhere you want with no drawbacks. You know, maybe the speed of climbing scaffolding should be What's the most randomest thing in Minecraft? Is randomest even a word? Dang, bro is out of ideas. You might think it's that there's islands made of mushrooms in the middle of the ocean that have a bunch of mushroom cows, or that these green things will walk up to you and explode themselves, but they're not even close. Because literally, what is score? Whenever you die, the game gives you a score based on how much experience you gained through that life. But like, why? No one cares about how much score they got. I've never seen anyone talk about it, but they still show it in Minecraft's most iconic screen. Scrapped Camman18 video ideas. I have a small list to write down ideas, but sometimes there's an idea that sits there for like 3 months and I never do it because it's a stupid idea. Chicken or duck. Back in the day, we didn't know if this was a chicken or duck, and then they added raw chickens, so now I'm pretty sure I know. Minecraft board game. There's some official Minecraft board games. Does anyone actually have these? Knockback stick. Wouldn't it be cool if you could enchant a stick with like knockback 5? Who would oppose to that? It'd be so cool. 43. I literally have no idea why I wrote this. Beg for subscribers. Please, guys, please. 10 mil in my life will be complete. This is all I want, please. A lot of people don't know that the underside of barrels is almost the exact same as spruce, meaning if you know what you're doing, you can hide loot in plain sight. Like in taiga villages, where there's these spruce troughs and you can replace the bottom with barrels and no one would ever notice. You can also do this in certain houses under beds or chests in both spruce and snowy villages. But my favorite is in swamp huts, where if you find one built into the ground, you can put one under the cauldron and hide all your goodies. But wait, what if they watch this video? You should probably subscribe. Gold tools are super underrated. They do break after like 30 blocks, but they mine faster than any tools in the game, including netherite, meaning it can do some cool stuff, like the basalts and terracotta variants. With efficiency 5 netherite, these all take 2 ticks to break, but with efficiency 5 gold, they break instantly. But who really cares about these blocks, let's be honest? What's really cool is the unenchanted gold axe and pickaxe. These are the only tools that can insta-break ladders and netherrack, making for great early game traps. You know what's super annoying? So you know when you're itching to scroll through a Minecraft wiki article? Say you see mycelium, go to type it into Google, and what is that? Literally, what is that? Who is searching for this? And you'll never believe the next one. Furnace. What is that? that? Tell me who's Googling furnace. British people? What even is a furnace? Wait, what about minecart? Oh, that's right. Yeah. Screw you, regular Wikipedia. We have motion. The motion is pretty slow. Like 50 years ago, I made a video about the half bed and how it was a rare thing. Well, since then, everyone makes sure to let me know when they find one. But there's actually something similar that's much rarer. The half door. From posts I can find, these are like 5 times rarer than half beds, usually spawning because a savanna farm interrupts a house, or very rarely clashes in spruce villages. Now, they don't really do anything, and you can barely tell it's not just a trap door, but if you do find one, it's super rare. There's a new Minecraft April Fool's snapshot, and it's crazy. It's probably the best one ever. Upon joining, everything looks normal until you find a ruined portal or village. You'll see this pedestal, and by putting a poisonous potato on it, a portal will spawn, bringing you to the poisonous potato dimension. Yes, this whole update is based around the poisonous potato. Everything is potato. Potato blocks, potato villages, potato armor, potato mobs, and the dimension doesn't skimp out. It has a ton of new custom potato biomes, new potato structures, and even a new potato boss. And oh yeah, it's all floating over the void. We even got this new potato tree, giving us our first true green wood type. And there's so much more. A potato grappling hook, this floatator, which makes these moving platform flying machines. Like, look how smooth this is. It's pretty much a full custom mod in a snapshot, and a rare time I can't show everything in 60 seconds. So if you have Java, I definitely recommend playing it. Or not, because I'm about to milk this for a week. Throughout Minecraft history, we've seen things teased in an April Fool's snapshot that end up making the real game, whether it's coal blocks, dyed glass, new textures, or the chiseled bookshelf. And in yesterday's snapshot, there's a lot people want added. Most notably, the floatator, which when powered by redstone creates a floating platform that's super smooth and easy to walk on. It is cool, but it seems a bit too high-tech for Minecraft, and slime block flying machines can do similar stuff while fitting much better. Then you have the lashing potato, which is essentially a grappling hook. Now, I think this would be too OP for movement, but if you made something like this, maybe a crossbow attached to a string and arrow that only had like 3 durability, it would be pretty fun and balanced. But what I think is the most likely to be added is the dent, dropped from this Elder Guardian-like mob, and 3 of them are used to craft a trident, which seems kind of out of place in a potato update. On the same day they dropped the April Fool's potato update, they also dropped an add-on in Bedrock Edition, which is a lot less cool, but it does have one thing, the poisonous potato minecart. This thing can move around off rails in all directions, almost like a car in Minecraft. And you might have noticed, it goes way faster than a regular minecart. They made minecarts faster. Now, technically, this wasn't developed by Mojang, they just hired some people to make it, but if you go on the Minecraft Twitter account, there's nothing. But if you go on the Minecraft Spanish Twitter account, they're posting about the potato minecart. This is Mega Spud, the strongest mob in Minecraft history. In the April Fool's snapshot, which added a potato dimension, they added a way to beat the dimension by killing Mega Spud. First, you have to craft a poisonous potato into potato eyes, which will lead you to the Colosseum structure, which kind of looks like a treasure bastion where you'll find Mega Spud. He has 10 phases where he spawns mobs that you have to kill before attacking him. It starts with 1 chicken, but works its way up to 7 piglin brutes, 8 ghasts, and then 10 giants. If you hit it before killing these mobs, all the damage goes to you, and oh yeah, he spams fireballs at you the whole time. It's genuinely super difficult, unlike any other challenge in Minecraft, so I'm gonna try to beat him live tonight on Twitch. Okay, one more video on it, because I just discovered the true troll of the Minecraft April Fool's snapshot. A week before its release, I uploaded a video talking about how the fletching table has no function unlike the other workstations, even though Mojang promised it in a future update. Well, apparently, this is the future update, because they added a use. Now, maybe they've been working on it for months, but I like to think they saw my video then added it. Clicking on it makes its title box thing expand, reading a sentence of words and some non-words. Now, it looks like there's a slot for feathers and something to get money. I have no idea what it does, but it definitely does something. Frostwalker is one of the coolest enchantments in Minecraft, but almost no one uses it. This is because it's incompatible with Depth Strider, a useful enchantment for moving underwater, but mainly because Frostwalker just sucks. You can't sprint jump with it, and sprinting on ice is slower than just regular sprinting, making it significantly slower than just a boat, so why would you ever use it? I have two solutions. First, make it so you can sprint jump with Frostwalker. This would make it a bit faster than a boat with the downside of needing to eat. Second, make it so you can add Frostwalker to horse armor, letting you cross water on a horse. This would create a practical use to one of the only treasure enchantments in Minecraft. Amethyst is not really that useful, but there's a few things it makes, and if you want a lot of it, it's actually pretty hard to get. You always see geodes randomly in caves and walk past them, but when you actually need amethyst, they're super hard to find. Normally you just have to find a big cave and hope one spawns, but this can be dangerous and take forever. But there's one technique to find geodes quicker. Since they generate up to y=40, you can occasionally find them on the bottom of deep oceans. Now they're usually pretty hard to see, but they stick out more in warm oceans and completely with night vision. Welcome to... I click the random page button on Minecraft Wiki, and whatever I get, I have to make a video on. Alright. Oh god. So the glow squid won the 2020 mob vote, somehow. To be fair, in the introduction video, it looked like it had a hypnosis effect, but it didn't. It's often criticized for not glowing that much, because while you can see it perfectly, nothing around it lights up. Besides looking pretty, I guess, the only real purpose is dropping glow ink sacs, which can make glow item frames and make signs glow. Now, I actually think this is a decent use, and glow squids are a little overhated, because there's tons of mobs that do literally nothing, but compared to what we could have had, it's a bit disappointing. So 1.21 came and went, and Bedrock Edition didn't get hardcore mode, so what happened? Well, I always thought Bedrock didn't have hardcore because little kids would cry after losing their worlds. Bro's roasting his own viewers. But then hardcore mode randomly showed up in previews, and we all thought it was coming to Bedrock. But then I started seeing a bunch of clips floating around Twitter of Bedrock Edition, and just watch. Alright, they're building a nice cherry leaf thing, and oh. Now I've seen a ton of these so-called Bedrock moments, and I'm not really sure how common they are since I don't play a ton of Bedrock, but the problem is if something like this happens one time in hardcore mode, it's just game over. Alright, it's time. Oh nah, Bed Wars in the Big 24. Alright, if you don't know, we gotta protect our bed, and if it gets destroyed, we can't respawn. Don't think I've played this in 2 years. Oh, I can still speed bridge like a oh. Wait, is this guy hacking? What is... Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well, this guy's already hacking. Please don't destroy my bed. Okay, well, stop it. Stop. Why did you do that? Oh my god, wait, he sucks. Wait, I just killed... Okay, we need to go kill Yellow. He's garbage. He's hacking and he sucks. Oh my god, someone else killed Yellow bed. Wait, White's right here. Wait, little cheeky kill? Little cheeky kill? Okay, nice. Oh my god, it's just me and him. He killed everyone. All right, diamond sword. Oh my god, can I get sharpness? Oh my god, I see him, he's in the middle. Okay, wait, maybe I can just knock him off with a fireball? No, he's hacking, okay? Okay, I'm scared. Okay, just get in the back so he just has to pure PvP me. Okay, here we go. Die! Oh, he's full. Okay, well, that's awesome. What's the best food in Minecraft? The answer is actually kind of complex because there's a lot of factors to weigh. The raw answer is obviously the enchanted golden apple, but these are kind of hard to get. In terms of food restored, it's suspicious stew made with a blue orchid or dandelion, which is easily obtained by creating a brown mushroom and feeding it a flower before milking it, or souping it. This gives a whopping 6.5 hunger, but has the big downside of not being stackable. This leaves us with the best foods, cooked pork chop and steak, and golden carrots. They're pretty much the same. The meats will give more raw hunger points, but carrots give more saturation, meaning you can go longer without eating, so most people go with these. The mob spawner is one of the most important blocks in Minecraft, but only if you know how to trap it. First, you gotta find one of these, and it's pretty much just completely random. Just try to find big caves. Once you see one, put a torch on it, and if it's a spider spawner, cry. If not, clear a box with 2 blocks from the spawner to the roof and floor, and 4 blocks to each of the walls. Then place water all along one side looking like this, and dig down a block in the last row. By placing a final water in the corner, all the mobs will filter to one spot, meaning you can dig down and make a spot to kill them easily. But even better, you can raise them with a bubble elevator and drop them 23 blocks to half a heart to just punch them. To do this, break these exact blocks at the end, place any type of wall, then signs and a soul sand like this. Now place water at the top of the elevator and then place and break kelp to create bubbles. Then replace the torch with a slab and get infinite XP. I find a lot of cool world generation, but it's usually like hundreds of thousands of blocks from spawn, so I'm not really helping anyone. So here's a few seeds with cool stuff at spawn. This seed spawns you next to a giant cliff with a lush cave inside and huge jagged peaks in the back. This seed spawns you above the clouds, surrounded by stony peaks going to world generation height, and it goes on forever. There's so much iron here. This seed spawns you next to this super weird but cool structure with a waterfall. It kind of looks like beta world generation. This seed spawns you next to a similar structure, but even more giant and snowy. Just look at this. Finally, this seed, where you need to walk a bit into the plains and see this picture-perfect mountain range with waterfalls and trees, and it just seems like the perfect place for a house. The Ender Pearl stasis chamber just got even better. So by making a bubble column and a loaded chunk and using a daylight sensor and trap door, you can throw in an Ender Pearl and it'll float. Now you can run off in any direction and don't need to find your way back, because whenever the time of day is right, the trapdoor hits the pearl and teleports you back. But in the latest 1.21 pre-release, you can now pearl through dimensions. And one of the longest parts of Minecraft is finding a nether fortress, but now you can run 1,000 blocks into the nether and instantly be back in the overworld. Sometimes the most difficult things are the most important to say, so it's time I admit I like birch. Now don't get me wrong, birch logs are still incredibly ugly, and so are birch planks, fences, boats, buttons, pressure plates. The trapdoors are good at hiding things but still hideous, but I took an oath to be honest about my Minecraft opinions, and it's with a heavy heart I say, stripped birchwood goes hard. Now in my defense, I do appreciate how it hides the regular birch log texture, but I can't lie, using this in a checkered floor or texturing for your house is a nice touch. This house is the biggest flex in Minecraft, but only losers will know why. Nothing here is rare, except the plants outside. Tall grass feels common, but only drops seeds sometimes when broken, and if you use shears, just gives you 2 short grass. This means the only way to get it is in specific Savannah Village house chests at a 45% chance to get 1. And the large fern is even rarer. Shearing it gives you 2 regular ferns, and it's only in specific taiga house chests, but at an 18% chance for 1. So getting multiple of these outside your house takes hours of searching. There's something in the trial chambers that makes Minecraft 1.21 unplayable. Now you might be thinking, then just don't go to the trial chambers, then the version's fine, right? No, this mistake even impacts the main menu. Do you see it? This is the corridors, the main room of the trial chambers. It looks normal at first, but this ladder goes from top to bottom, and this ladder on the other side is the same, but missing a bottom ladder. And it's even showing in the menu screen. I may have to quit Minecraft. Well, 1.21 is finally out, so time to talk about 1.22! Minecraft's next update needs to fundamentally change the game. Like, 1.21 gave us a ton of features, but outside of the crafter and new paintings, it's pretty much all locked behind the trial chambers, a decently rare structure that many players won't come across. Now, it's great for what it is, but at the end of the day, it's kinda just a side quest. And the last few updates have been like this, a lot of rare biomes and underground structures, but nothing that changes the game at its core. 1.13 added swimming, and every version before it felt old. 1.16 overhauled the nether, then 1.15 looked super old. And 1.18 overhauled caves, making every old version feel prehistoric. But if you were to play 1.18 today, you'd be missing a few niche places to explore, but you probably wouldn't even notice you were in a version from 3 years ago.
At this point, Camman needs to find something he doesn't hate. Skull.
Apparently I'm a hater, so here are some things I like about Minecraft that go unappreciated. Coarse dirt. Have you ever wanted to add dirt to a build, but it just feels kinda lame? Well, now you have coarse dirt. It's dirt, but a little spicy. Next to the Ender Dragon death thing. I don't know what's going on, but it looks really cool and it's a nice touch. Deep slate coal and emerald ore. They're super rare and the textures are cool too. Finally, mushroom islands. They're just rare enough to be cool every time you find one, and quirky and silly, but not too overboard. There's a completely pointless item that will become one of the best in 1.21. This is because the mace will exist, one-shotting any player in any armor from like 15 blocks. And you could use potions of Turtle Master to defend it, but that doesn't really get you anywhere. And there's another potion to completely counter the mace, slow falling. When you have slow falling, you can't smash attack with the mace, so you just have to give it to your opponent. Now, you you might be thinking it's hard to splash someone 20 blocks above you, and that's why the Arrow of Slow Falling will be one of the best items in Minecraft. Beacons might be the weirdest feature in Minecraft, but are really useful, and a lot of people have no idea how they work. Upon placing, it does nothing, but by placing 9 of any of these blocks, except why would you use anything but iron, the beacon activates and you can open it and choose speed or haste and deposit one of these ores to activate it for some reason. The bigger you make the pyramid, the longer the effect radius is and the more effects you unlock. And at the max level, you can select 2 effects or an amplified effect, and you can use stained glass to change the color of the beam. They're cool, but also really need an update. What is this? Remember when you were like 6 and tried to break bedrock with a pickaxe? Of course you do. It was like 2 months ago. Well, you actually can break bedrock if you do this. All you need is 2 obsidian, 2 pistons, 2 TNT, a trapdoor, and a lever. Place the piston sideways on top of the bedrock you want to break. Then place 2 obsidian here, 2 TNT here, a lever here, and the trapdoor right here. Now you want to flip the lever, go under the trapdoor, and spam right-click the piston right here until the TNT explodes. But this can be really hard to time, so by changing your place block keybind to a keyboard key, you can hold it and every time break a piece of bedrock. I actually just found the rarest item ever. So when horses were first added, for 2 snapshots, instead of being ridden with a saddle, you used the horse saddle, crafted like this. But it's not that rare, besides being in the game for a week, and you can just go back in the launcher, right? Well, upon launching these versions, your game will crash. I was doing a whole different video on this and couldn't open the version. No matter what I did, this item was unreachable. But I kept researching and found this bug report describing the crash fixed by going into your Minecraft folder and options file and capitalizing 2 letters. Only then can you launch the game and get the horse saddle. Dig around it. The most simple but most effective tip in Minecraft, yet so many people don't do it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, when you're mining diamonds or really any ore, you might think the vein is over, but there's really more ore hidden by diagonal connections, only visible by digging around it. This can be by edges or corners and always be found if you make your diamonds completely floating before mining them. But this can take a while, so a pro tip for mining single diamonds is mining 1 beneath it and 1 in each direction, which will always hit the corners. The Enderman farm is the best XP farm in Minecraft. Here's how to make it. So the hardest part is getting to the end and beating the Ender Dragon, but the rest is easy. The idea is to go 130 blocks into the end void and make it so no Enderman can spawn by doing stuff like building with leaves, making 2-block high ceilings, and double carpeting surfaces. Build a platform and then a 3x3 area with hoppers and carpets where they'll fall. Then make rings every 2 blocks above the fall pad looking like this. Go 43 blocks up with the rings and then make a giant platform going 13 blocks from the center in every direction. Then put trapdoors in the hole like this, and 3 blocks up from the center place a chain with a carpet on top. Above this carpet you need to throw pearls until you spawn an endermite, then name tag it, put it in a minecart, and drop it on the carpet. And just like that, you have pretty much infinite XP. It's time for Minecraft mobs everyone forgot about. First is the ocelot. You can't tame them anymore and they drop nothing, so they're literally pointless and spawn in 1 rare biome. Next is the endermite, spawned rarely when throwing an ender pearl and also dropping nothing, but it is really useful in enderman farms. Then there's the strider, which is actually a pretty cool mob with a unique use. I just never think about it and don't see anyone use it. Finally, there's the frog, which is bad because they were just added, and the frog lights are cool but pretty hard to get for a couple of blocks. Oh my god, I just realized the tadpole exists. The other day I was in a Minecraft server and someone in chat said, "What's a Minecraft parody?" A tear slowly rolled down my face. What has this generation become? Let me educate you. Way back in the early days of Minecraft, people would make song parodies with the lyrics adjusted to Minecraft, taking off with TNT by Captain Sparkles, a dynamite parody. In the following years, we got Revenge, Fallen Kingdom, I Can Swing My Sword, Don't Mine at Night, so many classics. But eventually, people just stopped making them, and Minecraft parodies are a thing of the past. Subscribe and I'll make a Minecraft parody, maybe. I just found the best way to flex in Minecraft and I never knew about it. When armor trims were first added, you couldn't put a trim in the same material an armor was, but a week later, this was actually made possible, and I had no idea. Meaning you can put a netherite trim on full netherite armor and essentially be wearing 8 netherite ingots or half a stack of ancient debris on your body. It basically adds an even darker trim, which is subtle but looks cool, and when combined with the rarest trim in Minecraft, silence, looks super epic, and is the biggest possible flex with armor. Netherwort is one of Minecraft's few essential items, exclusively needed for brewing any potion, except weakness for some reason. But if you get unlucky, it can be very hard to find. Most people think you can always go to a nether fortress, find the room with netherwort, and bring some home to make a farm. But if you're unlucky, you know this room isn't guaranteed in a fortress, and you can also get some in chests, but that's not guaranteed either, and the next closest fortress can be thousands of blocks away. This actually happened to me in a survival world, and there's one other thing you can do. At the specific housing bastion, which is 1 in 4 bastions, a little bit of netherwort spawns in the middle. Have you ever spawned in a mushroom island? A lot of you probably have, but not lately. In fact, not in the last 3 years. You might have spawned next to one or near one, but you haven't spawned in one since 2021. This is because in 1.18, when they added the big caves and changed world generation, they also changed the world spawn and made it so you can't spawn in super challenging places like on top of mountains or in the middle of a deep ocean. But what's in the middle of deep oceans? The Mushroom Island, so you haven't been able to spawn there for 3 years, and it's pretty sad. I hope they bring it back. So Java Minecraft is slightly different than the console Bedrock version, and in most ways, it's just worse. Now there's a few things Bedrock Edition has, but they don't matter much, except one. If you showed a Java player this video, they'd ask what mod you downloaded, but this is Vanilla Bedrock Edition. When it snows on leaves, they get white. How did I not know this? It works with all leaves, almost, and just looks so good. Like, why does Java Edition not have this? There's so much aura. The most simple but effective tip in all of Minecraft is building 3 blocks up. By doing this, pretty much all melee mobs can attack you, meaning it's free kills. Now this may not work during a regular night since they're skeletons, but it works for a lot. Enderman, build 3 blocks up. Wither skeleton, build 3 blocks up. Piglin brute, 3 blocks up and place a lava bucket. But it's most useful for iron golems. Usually these are practically unkillable off spawn, but by building 3 blocks up, you're unkillable and get free iron with nothing. I'm sorry, big guy. The TNT cannon has been a Minecraft staple for over a decade, but with the new minecart update, it may be replaced. If a rail ends with a slope, a minecart will now jump off it, and this includes TNT minecarts, which will then explode on impact. Now with the current minecart speed, it's not much of a cannon, but Mojang said they're working on minecarts being viable late game to compete with Elytras, and there's still a lot coming with the minecart experiment, meaning if we see a way to increase minecart speed, TNT minecarts will become bombs. You aren't safe, villager, get out of here. The turtle shell helmet is very pointless, but it's almost really cool. It's useful in brewing, making the potion of Turtle Master, but there's almost no reason to wear it. It gives the same armor as a golden to iron helmet, but has the upside of giving water breathing. The problem is, it's only 10 seconds of water breathing. That's less than respiration 1. This would be fine if it was easy to get, but it requires a ton of work when you can just mine 5 diamonds, get a basic enchant, and have something better. I feel like if the respiration was infinite and they spawned rarely in ocean ruins, we'd see some people actually using them. Minecraft has a big problem, and we're seeing it come out in 1.21, and it all comes from protection. See, when Minecraft adds new stuff, it's sometimes overpowered, but once you add something, people get used to it, and even if it's too OP, they're gonna get mad if you nerf it. So Minecraft pretty much never removes something or even makes it worse at all. But Protection 4 is really strong. With a full set and food, you're just about unkillable, with a sharpness 5 netherite sword doing half a heart. So if something's overpowered but you're scared to nerf it, what do? Make everything overpowered. What's the rarest Minecraft account?
Well, technically there's only one of every Minecraft account, so they're all equally rare. Shut up.
There's a few things in Minecraft that makes an account valuable. How popular it is, like being a famous YouTuber, what capes it has, like early Minecon capes, or even some capes that only one account has, and its username, with old glitched names that can be one character being the most valuable. But the most valuable account is Notch, having a rare cape and iconic username, and even dropping an apple upon death in older versions. But most importantly, the only account money can't buy, because I don't think he needs it. So like most people, I read about an hour of the Minecraft wiki every day, and you might notice on pages of natural blocks, there's this graph. It surveys 100,000 blocks on a given layer and shows how many of a certain block there are. So for copper ore, it peaks at layer 44, and lily pads just have a spike at 63 since they can only spawn on sea level. Or so I thought. By looking at the logarithmic scale, you can see a couple more lily pads can spawn, but at a rate of 1 in 10 million! And you probably wouldn't even notice, but if you walk past a lily pad that isn't on the sea level of Y63, it's one of the rarest things in Minecraft. One of the funniest things about Minecraft is in the middle of the ancient cities, but it's not what you think. The most complicated feature in Minecraft is probably redstone. I've been playing my whole life and still don't know how to use it. But on top of being complicated, since there's no tutorial, there's nothing in the game to tell the player how redstone works, at least until 2022. When the ancient city was added, for some reason in the center of the structure is a redstone demonstration room. So if you want the only in-game explanation for most redstone blocks, you need to conquer the hardest structure in the game. Over 10 years ago, these 4 paintings were added to the Pocket Edition game files and updated a year later, but never used. Then 2 years ago, they were randomly added to Java Edition with no explanation, only accessible through commands, and we had no idea why. And we still don't, but with 1.21, theories are floating around. Since we got the breeze rod, it kinda feels like Minecraft is filling out the 4 elements: earth, fire, water, and wind. Now this seems a little far-fetched, but these were literally added to Java for no reason with no explanation. So I've always said the rarest structure in Minecraft was obviously the woodland mansion, but I actually don't think that's true at all. While the mansion will spawn the furthest away, all you have to do is trade for a woodland explorer map and you can go right to it. But if it's not the rarest, then what is? While trial chambers and ocean monuments are easily found like this, strongholds can easily be found with Eyes of Ender, and ancient cities are super abundant under any big mountain. The rarest structure in Minecraft is the jungle temple. There's no concrete way to find it besides looking around jungles, which are already pretty rare biomes, but also super hard to navigate and hard to see through. Minecraft just did something very controversial. So they released the preview that added the Pale Garden to Bedrock Edition. All good, but there's another very small change. Now if you're playing on peaceful or easy mode, you'll always keep inventory on death. What? I feel like a ton of people play on easy and now their punishment for death is nothing? And you still get achievements with this because you aren't turning on cheats. Now peaceful mode is one thing, it's already super easy and losing all your stuff in lava kinda sucks if you're a noob, but I feel like it should still remove XP. There has to be something. This is the killer bunny, the strongest animal in Minecraft. Nowadays you can only summon it with commands, but back in the day it could spawn naturally. When they were first added, rabbits had a 1 in 2,500 chance of spawning with blood on its mouth and paws, called the killer rabbit. If you were unlucky enough to come across one in survival, it would run at you doing 6 hearts of damage, and most players didn't even know about it. But since this was pretty much a random death event, Jeb removed it from survival after a few snapshots, making it a creative exclusive where it sits to this day. Lapis lazuli. The first time you found it, you might have thought it was diamonds, only to quickly realize it did literally nothing. Or maybe you started playing after 1.8 where lapis finally got a use in enchanting. The problem is, lapis drops a lot, especially with fortune, so after a few veins, you really don't need any more. And sure, it makes blue dye, but there's flowers for that now, leading many people to ask for it to get a use. And while I think that could be cool, I think having one ore that's mainly decorative is fine, as long as it's not super common. But the old texture was way better, come on now. Alright, I was too nice to Minecraft yesterday. You know what pisses me off? If you're on Java Edition and find a shipwreck and excitingly open this chest, your entire game could freeze and crash. And it happens so much, and it's been a thing for years. This is the buried treasure map chest. It runs a command to find the closest buried treasure and generate a map, but if there's not one close, it just freezes your game. So I just found out in the latest snapshots, this is finally fixed. So, sorry, Mojang. Again. Let me tell you about my favorite hiding spot in all of Minecraft, a life-changing discovery. In desert villages, you may have seen this house with 2 rooms, one with a cartography table inside and the other with nothing but a staircase out the back. But what if I told you there was a 3rd room, so secret I've never seen anyone talk about it? Because beneath the 2nd room, it's hollow. But not just hollow, there's a torch down here, meaning they left it hollow on purpose and put a torch so mobs don't spawn. Now, you might think it's pointless, but if you're running away from someone, you can ender pearl phase through this wall and they'll have no idea where you went. Unless they saw this video. There's an amazing lost Minecraft feature, and I'm the only one that remembers it. When caves were first being updated for caves and cliffs, there were a few testing stages, one of these adding crack carvers. They're essentially skinny ravines that go all the way down to deep slate, which is something I suggested months ago before I knew these existed. They were useful for finding caves quickly with the sacrifice of being super dangerous, but were removed in a few weeks because you could kinda just fall to your death really easily, but I like them. Subscribe if you love crack carvers. If you ever went to a Minecon, you might have been put in a cringe compilation, but also got a cape on your account. These capes were incredibly rare. Out of the millions of Minecraft accounts, only a few thousand had them. And there are even rarer capes for various contributions to the game. But then we got the Migrator cape, owned by millions, and the Vanilla and Cherry Blossom cape that hundreds of thousands have, meaning capes are kinda less cool. But with Minecraft's 15-year anniversary coming up, this Twitter leaker says we're gonna get this creeper cape, and who knows, maybe it'll be rare in 10 years. The most underrated tip in all of Minecraft that a ton of people don't know about is Blackstone. If you're ever in the Nether and your pickaxe breaks, you can get nether wood and make a wood pickaxe, but you can't get cobble for a stone one. Or can you? You can actually use the Blackstone from basalt deltas for making all the stone tools, furnaces, and brewing stands. You can't do it for the redstone blocks, but it's still super helpful. You can also do this with deep slate if you're deep underground. Or you can mix and match stone types if you wanted to for some reason. I just found the funniest way to kill your friend in Minecraft. First, find a mountain, hill, or cliff that has a bunch of water below it. Second, make sure you're wearing low or no armor. Then tell your friend to follow you and that it's really important. Lead them to the cliff and they'll be eager to hear what's going on, and then start acting stupid and punching them. Eventually, they'll start hitting you back and then jump off of the cliff to escape, and they'll probably jump off to follow you. But little do they know, you have a boat in your hotbar, and place it and get inside before they land on it and die. With the ability to sprint crawl being removed in 1.21.4, there's a secret mining technique that's become more useful than ever: bucket mining. If you don't know, crawl mining is more efficient than normal strip mining, uncovering 4 side blocks per block mined as opposed to 3. And with sprint crawling removed, it's still better, but with a maxed out netherite pickaxe, you actually mine deep slate faster than you crawl, meaning with more speed, you could mine faster. This is where the bucket comes in. By placing a bucket behind you and picking it back up, the water pushes you forward, and mastering this technique is the key to the most efficient strip mining. What's the best banner in Minecraft? How can a banner be the best? You might think I'm gonna say the Thing banner pattern, since I called it the rarest like 30 years ago, being made with enchanted golden apples. But these days, god apples aren't even that rare, so I feel like the Flow, Guster, and Creeper banner patterns are just flat out rarer, but they're still not the best. Because with a base magenta banner, if you do a black border, then a magenta top half, and orange top third, you get the best banner in Minecraft. I just thought of the easiest Minecraft trap that I can't believe I never thought of. Look at this room. Do you notice anything suspicious? If you've played Minecraft at all, you're probably running to slam your head through this painting to find the secret room. But what if we use this to our advantage? One of the only times someone is willingly going somewhere they can't see. Just put a giant hole here with a hopper, log off the server, and chances are you'll return with some free loot if someone's been snooping around your house. Speaking of Minecraft, I'm super close to 9 million subscribers. Do you ever accidentally drop an item and then your friend runs up and he somehow picks it up when you're both standing on it? Most people think this is luck or ping related or distance related, but it's none of these, and there's actually a way to get it every time. When you drop an item, there's a couple seconds before you can pick it up. If there's multiple people trying to pick it up, it goes to the person that's been connected to a world the longest. Meaning if you were the first to get on or get your friend to disconnect and reconnect, you always have pickup priority over them. Subscribe for more Minecraft tips, and because I'm about to hit 10 million. There's a lot of pointless things in Minecraft. Like, most of the game could be called pointless, but a lot of people think just because something's pointless means it's bad, and I don't think that's true. Like the desert well. Okay, I know it has some sussy sand now, but for like 10 years it was completely pointless and people memed about it, but I think it was a pretty cool thing to find in the middle of an empty desert. Another amazing pointless addition is the pink sheep. I might be biased because I like rare stuff, but it doesn't do anything and it's awesome to find. You could also call all of Lush Cave caves pointless when it's one of the coolest places in the game. Like, don't let people say just because something's pointless, it means it's bad. The Potion of Luck has been sitting in the creative inventory doing nothing for years, but I think that might change. It was added in 1.9 with more in mind, but after being scrapped was just left in the game for custom maps, its only function being raising fishing odds. But when they redid the creative menu, they removed some unused items, but left the luck potions, meaning it's likely they're still thinking about them. And while chests have used the same loot system forever, the vault has a lot of super rare items, and I think they may be lining up more features for a future Potion of Luck. There's a hidden feature from wind charges that no one talks about. If you haven't played Minecraft lately, you get wind charges by killing some breezes in trial chambers, but you can get a lot really quickly, and throwing them blows around mobs and yourself, meaning you can do some pretty cool jumps. But what you can also do is flick things. Anything you interact with using your hand, a wind charge activates on impact, making them really unique. But the best part, they can do this through walls, meaning you can activate a secret button on the other side of a wall. Warning, this tip is unethical. Do not share it with your friends, but I need content, so. Have you ever wanted a beacon? But Camman, I'm terrible at the game. I can't beat the Wither. Well, luckily for you, you're in luck. That didn't. All you have to do is beat the Ender Dragon, then break a 5x5x3 cube underneath the end fountain. Then place 5 obsidian in a T shape like this and 4 soul soil on top. Now the most important part, make sure to click that subscribe button, and then place the skulls here and make a run for it. This will summon the Wither suffocating in bedrock, and it'll die on its own, or you could stab it until it dies because it can't hit you. The most important enchantment is Fortune 3, multiplying drops from all ores, but most people don't know the best way to get it. You can just enchant level 30 pickaxes, but you only have a 20% chance, so it would waste a lot of diamonds and levels. Another way is checking the primary enchantment and enchanting books until it says Fortune 3, but this could also take forever and burns through levels. But by finding and trapping a villager and destroying its workstation, you can give it a lectern, making it a librarian. Most of the time, a librarian's first trade is a random enchanted book, and this can just be reset by replacing the lantern, meaning with just a few minutes of resetting, you'll eventually get fortune. This could also take a while, but once you get it once, you have fortune forever on every tool, even if you lose them. So in the minecart improvements experiment, minecarts aren't faster by default, but Mojang said they're still expanding on this update and want minecarts to compete with the Elytra, which it currently isn't close to at all. So if Mojang's gonna make minecarts faster, there's 3 ways they could do it. First, just a plain speed increase. I think this would be fine, something like 30 blocks per second to compete with the Elytra and still be slower than ice boats, but I kind of doubt Mojang does something this simple. Second, they could add a faster variant like copper rails or a diamond minecart. Finally, they could expand upon the furnace minecart, which currently feels useless, just pushing minecarts very slowly. The Illusioner may finally be added to Minecraft. If you don't know, 7 years ago, when we were getting all these new evil villagers, Mojang added the Illusioner, but only spawnable through commands. It gives you blindness while making fake clones of itself and shooting you. It's honestly super cool, but was never put in the full game despite receiving updates throughout the years. But today, Minecraft uploaded this video talking about illagers, and Jeb says,
"We have a lot of ideas for the illagers, and you will definitely see more of them in the future."
But not just that, another dev names the Illusioner when listing illagers, meaning it's on their mind. When was the last time you heard Mojang bring up the giant or zombie horse? There's a lot of weird stuff in Minecraft, but one feature is the weirdest. It's not something super random like being able to place a pumpkin on snow and make a walking snowman monster or anything like that. It's weird because I have no idea why it exists. So a zombie villager can be cured with a weakness potion and golden apple and takes 3 to 5 minutes. Makes enough sense. But for some reason, placing iron bars around a villager being cured speeds it up by like 4% and no one knows why. Some have theorized it's so igloo villagers cure faster, but this was a thing 3 years before igloos were added, and it works with beds too, so it's intentional. It just makes no sense. So there's something really weird about dry dried kelp. It's only obtained by smelting kelp and only used to craft dried kelp blocks and to eat. But it's one of the worst food sources in the game, and you need to smelt to get it. So why would anyone ever do that? Well, for some reason, dried kelp is the only item in Minecraft history to eat faster than every other food. It eats at double the speed, and no one knows why. Also, in PS4 edition, you can get an achievement for eating nothing but dried kelp for 3 in-game days. So there's that. You can make a super quick secret base with just drip leaf. But first you need a lush cave, preferably one with decent surface exposure because you want to be able to get there quickly. Then you need to find a secluded drip leaf with blocks behind it. Because a drip leaf will fall when you stand on it, you can stand on one in water and it'll make you swim. So by breaking blocks behind it, you can make a full secret base that you can swim to that's super hard to find from the outside and can be accessed by standing on one block. Wait a second. How do I get out of here? Emeralds are needed for trading with villagers, getting unique items you can't get anywhere else. But what's the best way to get them? Mining for emeralds is pretty pointless because they only spawn in mountain biomes and usually just a vein of one. Now, luckily we can trade for emeralds, but there's a lot of trades to go through and your options depend on your laziness level. The most lazy option, and what I do, is just make a Fletcher villager with a stick trade. Go to a dark forest and start chopping because every 4 wood is 1 emerald. If you're only slightly lazy, you can make automatic pumpkin and melon farms, which even I can understand, and get a bunch of emeralds, but you need a leveled up farmer. If you're really a sweat, you can spend a few hours making a giant raid farm for infinite emeralds, but I'll stick with chopping trees. I made an ender dragon tutorial a while back, but I didn't truly realize how absolutely unskilled some players are. So here's the 100% foolproof you can't possibly die Ender Dragon guide. There's 4 ways to die in the end fight, and we'll cover all of them. First, to Enderman, but by wearing a pumpkin on your head, they won't attack you. You could just not look at them, but you suck. Second, fall damage, which can be foolproofed with slow falling potions from Phantom Membranes. Third, getting hit by the dragon. It doesn't hit you much, so you just need some armor. Obviously, the stronger the better. And finally, to Dragon's Breath, which armor won't save you from, but all you have to do is build 1 block up. It's not that hard. Now just get a bow or crossbow and shoot all the crystals and then the dragon, and then subscribe. That's mandatory. There's a bunch of blocks in Minecraft that used to be super rare, but are now common, like mossy cobblestone, originally only found around mob spawners, so were very limited, but now they're everywhere in mega taigas and even craftable. The chiseled stone bricks were the rarest block in Minecraft at one point, only spawning in jungle temples, and only 3, but now craftable. Also, melons used to be kinda rare, only spawning in mineshaft minecart chests as seeds, but now you can just go to a jungle. Finally, packed ice. There used to be no crafting recipe for it, and there weren't icebergs yet, meaning you needed silk touch and the rare ice spikes biome. Do you ever only have 1 bucket but need to make an infinite water source? Well, luckily you can with bone meal. You can get like infinite bone meal from mining nether fossils, but if you're not carrying any, you can just kill a skeleton because you only need 1. All you have to do is mine 2 blocks down, place water on the top block, and bone meal the bottom. This grows seagrass, creating a second water source block and works on any block. Then just place both waters diagonally and you have infinite water. Wait, so if Steve can carry 2 water buckets, most people don't know about ore veins. Back in my day, when we said vein, it just meant how many diamonds were in a blob, but now it's an actual structure. It comes in 2 forms, iron and copper, and no one cares about copper, but iron's really useful. If you're ever in the deep slate layers and see some iron surrounded by tuff, you found an ore vein. Keep mining the tuff and iron will keep popping up, and even raw iron blocks converting to 9 iron. Now they are pretty rare, but 1 vein could have over 2,000 iron, so keep an eye out. Here's a cool little Minecraft tip. There's a lot of items in Minecraft, and chests haven't gotten any bigger, so it can be hard to organize stuff. You can use signs or item frames, or one of the coolest things. With an anvil, it only costs 1 level to rename a chest, where upon opening it, it'll say the name inside, and these can be pretty long and even go outside the window. And this also works for pretty much everything you can open, except for a couple I think they forgot. I don't know why you would ever want to rename an enchanting table, but by dividing into sections, you can do some cool organizing amazing with this. Are you ever watching a Minecraft YouTube video and the grass looks like this? This is because back in the day when everyone used Optifine, there was this setting for better grass, so people turned it on because it's better, but who decided this was better? So people got used to it and still use it today. But it's so ugly. A hill is supposed to look like this, not this. It looks like moss. There's a reason the Minecraft logo is this and not this. If I ever see this grass in a video, I will be clicking off. Except not for this video. For this one, I'll subscribe. Netherite is the best ore in Minecraft and pretty easy to get if you know how. You're gonna want shears because you need a lot of wool for beds. Since beds explode in the nether, it's pretty much just cheap TNT. Now, ancient debris spawns most commonly at y=16, so that's where you're gonna want to place your bed. All Minecraft explosions mainly damage your legs, so if you stand back a few blocks and cover your legs, you can explode the bed and barely do any damage. You want to do this continuously at y=16 in any biome that's not the Basalt Delta or Soul Sand Valley, and make sure to look out for lava. Deep Slay Emerald ore is the rarest block in Minecraft, and it's much harder to get than people think. First of all, emeralds only spawn in mountain biomes, which are already decently rare and small, but they also spawn more as you go up, so while a mountain peak might have a ton of emeralds, near the Deep Slate layer there's almost none. But it gets even worse with cave biomes. Since emerald only spawns in mountain biomes, a lush cave, dripstone cave, or deep dark biome prevents emeralds from spawning entirely, and almost all mountains have deep dark below them. Technically, the best biome to avoid these cave biomes is the windswept gravelly hills, but these are super rare and super tiny. I would recommend finding a low elevation cherry grove or meadow and digging down to y=-2. Then use a trapdoor to start crawling, do a quick prayer to Notch, and start digging for hours, and make sure you have silk touch. What if I told you that magenta wool was the rarest block in Minecraft? Nah, I'm just kidding, but you know what's cool? The windswept savanna. No other biome generates like this. Giant 100-block cliffs, waterfalls, lava falls, they have it all. Mountain biomes can generate this high, but it's sloped. This can just shoot up through the clouds. It's one of the coolest areas for a base. The only downside is the ugly trees, and you can remove those, but you still get the puke green grass, so occasionally taigas can generate like this. It's super rare though. You know what the stupidest potion effect is? Jump boost. The default Minecraft jump height is 1.25 blocks, or a block and 3 layers of snow. Jump boost brings this to a whopping 1.8. You can jump over slabs now. And jump boost 2 brings this to 2.5 blocks, but a mythical crafted potion for barely higher jumps? I feel like you should be jumping on top of trees with jump boost 2. But not only do you get barely higher jumps, you're also slower. Sprint jumping is slower with jump boost, so you can't run away from anyone. It's so garbage. You remember Minecraft Manhunt? Pretty much someone chases you down to murder you, but there's actually one strategy to literally never die. You make one boat. Much like the minecart, the boat moves at 8 blocks a second, but in any direction with no rails, as long as you have water. So if you just run to an ocean and make a boat while the other player goes mining and boat for like an hour, they will literally never catch up to you. You also don't lose hunger and can loot shipwrecks for all the iron you need and probably get a couple diamonds for a weapon. It's so overpowered. A lot of people say my videos are pointless, so watch this. Have you ever been wandering through a snowy plains and really needed stone bricks? You find an igloo, but there's no basement, meaning no stone bricks. You find a village, but none of the houses are made of stone bricks. But luckily, you see meeting point 2, and remember this video, because by breaking under meeting point 2, there's one stone brick. I think this is here by accident, but if you ever need a stone brick in a pinch, just go to meeting point 2. Subscribe for more tips. Minecarts have a dark secret that almost no one knows about. Way back when they were first added, minecarts were different. You couldn't ride it, and instead just open it like a chest minecart. Putting in items filled up this dirt layer, and then you could transport it on a rail. But this isn't the secret. For the first 6 days of its existence, the minecart had the ugliest item texture in Minecraft history. Nowadays we have this, but back in 2010, it looked like this. My eyes. I'm often asked the question, what's your favorite Minecraft block? And I don't really have a nice, quirky, unique answer yet, but now I might. This is my favorite block, and you might not even know what it is. You might notice how in Jungle Leaves, there's these little berries that are more prominent in mesas, while in Bedrock Edition, leaves can get snowy, and jungle leaves look like this. Since it never really snows and jungles, most people have never seen this, and it also has to be exposed to the snow so you can do this. Pretty neat. Unless they make a minecart block. So ever since full protection 4 netherite armor doesn't protect you from a 12 block mace jump, I've been searching of ways to counter the mace. Obviously there's the shield, but from above it's pretty hard to block any shot, so that's ruled out. Then you have the god apple, which will help a little bit, but they're kinda hard to get. And I realized the mace only has one true counter, the potion of turtle master. This gives you resistance 4 for 20 seconds, and for now is the only true counter to the mace. It's time for your yearly Camman18 redstone tip, and this one's actually pretty helpful. Do you ever make a whole redstone circuit and then it doesn't work and you have to try everything and you have no idea why it doesn't work? Like, a lot of the time after a redstone build, people will cover the wiring but can accidentally cut off a vertical wire with a diagonal block. This can be prevented but still covered by using slabs or any transparent block, including glass. And by placing glass like this, you can place redstone on each side to essentially make a vertical wire. One of my favorite removed features is also one of the most forgotten, the void fog. If you don't know, before 1.8, when you got close to bedrock, a thick black fog would emerge, literally coming from the void. This made the void make way more sense, but was also just super cool. It really felt like you were down deep. And think of all the cool creations and things you could hide with a permanent 4-block fog down here. But it was removed a decade ago, and no one talks about it, so clearly most people don't care, and I don't think it'll ever return. Today I solve the biggest mystery in Minecraft. So in a few days we're getting wolf armor in Minecraft, but you know what's really weird? Horse armor. So there's gold, iron, and diamond horse armor, and leather horse armor that everyone forgets about. You know you can craft this? Anyways, what you definitely don't know, and Minecraft's biggest mystery, which horse armor is stronger, gold or iron? For regular armor and even tools, gold is much weaker than iron, but for horses only, gold's actually stronger. Look at the armor values, gold is second best. With the Pale Garden and New Wood set, a lot of people are looking for the new biome, but it's actually pretty rare and can be hard to find if you don't know what you're doing. First of all, if you have an existing world, you have to go somewhere you've never been, because it can only generate in new chunks. It always spawns next to a dark forest, meaning you really just want to explore around these, but if you can't find one, they also usually spawn next to birch forests. It also spawns similarly to the Cherry Grove, where it's in the more hilly areas, so go to the highest elevations in here and pray to Jeb. And subscribe for good luck. If you're a builder and use a lot of concrete, you know you need a lot of dye, which can take a while to get if you're doing it wrong. All you need is a bunch of bone meal, which you can get like a million of by just finding a soul sand valley and mining some fossils. Most dyes originate from flowers, and while in Bedrock Edition you can just bone meal a flower to grow more, in Java you can duplicate 2 tall flowers and pink petals with some bone meal, but not regular flowers. All you have to do is find the flower you want, usually in a flower forest or meadow, break all of them, then bone meal in the same spot. Flowers always grow in predetermined areas, meaning once you find the spot, you just need some bone meal. The hopper minecart is one of the most useful items in Minecraft, but most people don't know why. Obviously, normal hoppers are good, transporting surface items to a chest or really anything, but what makes the hopper minecart different besides being a minecart? Well, first of all, this thing picks up items 8 times faster than a normal hopper, but the craziest part is that's not the best feature. Unlike normal hoppers, it can pick up items through blocks, meaning dozens of farms work by hopper minecarts running beneath them and getting all the items. They could be faster though. I actually can't believe it. So I recently uploaded a video going over the removed horse saddle and how it's in snapshots that are only available through changing the options file. Well, it turns out I made this video 2 years ago and completely forgot about it. I knew I talked about the horse saddle before, but I didn't remember the glitched snapshot at all. I had to relearn how to fix it, even though I already learned how to fix it. But the craziest part is none of the top comments remembered. I searched it and a few real ones actually mentioned it, and this guy in my Discord, so I guess some of you have a better memory than me. There's one rare mob that I've never talked about, the brown panda. It's about a 2% spawn, but since pandas are already a pretty rare mob, you never see these in the wild. Once you get one, you can breed for a bunch more and go for a truly rare occurrence. A baby brown panda has a 1 in 300 chance of sneezing every second, and for each sneeze, a 1 in 700 chance of dropping a slime ball. Meaning you would need to breed brown pandas and have 58 hours of baby pandas to see a baby baby brown panda sneeze a slime ball. There's 30 unique items only obtained through the brush and suspicious sand and gravel. Here's what they all are. In the Cold Ocean Ruins, we just have the Blade, Explorer, Mourner, and Plenty pottery sherds. But in Warm Ocean Ruins, we have the Angler, Shelter, and Snort pottery sherds, but also the Sniffer Egg, giving us access to the Torch Flower and Pitcher Plant along with their seeds. In Trail Ruins, we have the Burn, Danger, Friend, Heart, Heartbreak, Howl, and Sheaf pottery sherds, the Host, Razor, Shaper, and Wayfinder armor trim smithing templates, and the Relic music disc. In Desert Wells, we just have the Arms Up and Brewer pottery sherds, and in Desert Temples, we have the Archer, Miner, Prize, and Skull pottery sherds, but you can also get diamonds here as a bonus. So according to Minecraft's latest rarity update, these are the rarest items in Minecraft, having a magenta name. The problem is, they're not. Anyone who regularly indulges in short-form black mold knows the Deep Slate Emerald ore is the rarest block and item in Minecraft, and it's not that close. Despite this, it has the default common rarity, and I've seen a lot of people suggesting it gets upped, but I'm not sure. I feel like Mojang probably knows that Deep Slate Emerald is rare and just don't care. It would look pretty weird being different from all the other ores, and I think rarity is more to symbolize game progression, so something like the sponge would be a better candidate. In my opinion, an advancement would be cool and make way more sense. With all the minecart update news, there's been some changes that have been swept under the rug in the latest snapshots, some changes to trial chambers to make them even more difficult. First of all, these spiral staircases can now have a dripstone trap in the middle that'll insta-kill you, but they also added 5 new encounters or mini-challenges between rooms, all consisting of 1 spawner and 1 vault. These are extremely rare, but mostly not too difficult, just a mini-challenge, except for one. This room has parkour, with a spawner that always spawns ranged mobs, with a dispenser trap that's like impossible to see, all over dripstone that'll one-shot you in full netherite. Subscribe for more updates! One of the most common things said about survival Minecraft is that after a week or two, it just gets boring. Like, what else is there to do? And I definitely feel that, but I think some people take the wrong approach. Minecraft isn't really a progression-based game, it's a creativity-based game, so trying to take the absolute fastest route to getting everything could be boring. Say you want a lot of iron. Most people would go mine for iron or explore for it and have some fun. Or you could watch a video and in like 10 minutes have infinite iron. Now there's nothing wrong with playing the game like this, but if you find yourself getting bored quickly, I'd try to make your own designs for farms. It's pretty fun. Sometimes the easiest path and the path that isn't as easy are 2 different paths. Camman18. Subscribe. You're probably missing a blacksmith. Mid-2010s Minecraft is easily recognized by the old blacksmith, which was replaced in 2019 by the weaponsmith, having the same loot and pretty much looking the same in Plains villages. And it looks about the same in all villages, having this lava in front. All villages except one. Most people won't see it, but this village actually has a blacksmith. This pretty regular looking house marked with 2 grindstones is actually a blacksmith, so while everyone passes it, you get the best village loot. Minecraft has a hidden temple that no one knows about. We all know about the Desert Temple and Jungle Temple, which are technically called the Desert and Jungle Pyramids, but in Bedrock Edition we can do /locate temple and it brings us to one of these. Or so I thought, because there's another structure it can take you to, a temple in the snow. This? So apparently igloos are classified as temples in Bedrock Edition, and so are witch huts. So I guess we have a snowy and wet temple. The Wandering Trader feels pretty useless. Most people just use it for the 2 leads it drops by murdering it, but it does have a few decent trades. First of all, it sells every sapling, which for unlucky worlds where the closest mangrove swamp is 7,000 blocks in a random direction, it could be the easiest way to get every wood type. It's also the quickest way to get nautilus shells, which normally take a long time fishing or killing drowns for, but you can only get 5 out of the 8 needed for a conduit, and no one makes conduits. Other than that, it's pretty garbage. You can get some slime balls if you can't find a swamp, but it's mostly stuff you can just get from one flower forest. They need a buff. If you're an OG Minecrafter, you recognize what this is. You can place TNT here and it launches you super high, but in survival, it doesn't work as well, and the TNT is way too expensive to be viable. But with the new wind charges, I made this. It's super simple to make, just a few dispensers filled with wind charges, some redstone, and a pressure plate. Going on this will send you 130 blocks into the air in seconds. seconds and you take no fall damage. This is the quickest way to move upward, making for an insane vault entrance or the best elytra launch pad. So a new Minecraft snapshot released adding the vault, but I pretty much already went over it. You defeat a trial spawner, get a trial key, open the vault, and get some nice loot. But then I realized you can only open each vault once to encourage players to explore for other trial chambers. But how? How do you even find one of these? They're like strongholds or ancient cities, but strongholds you find with Eyes of Ender, and ancient cities are usually under mountains and in a specific cave biome. Now the trial chambers are more common, but I think one of the next features we'll see in 1.21 is a definitive way to find the trial chambers. A lot of people call gold pointless because of powered rails and how slow minecarts are, but golden apples and carrots are the best food sources in Minecraft, only accessible through gold. And the quickest way to get gold is mining, which most people do wrong. Obviously you want a Fortune 3 pickaxe, but finding gold in caves is pretty rare. A better player would mine in a mesa, spawning much more gold and can give crazy amounts in big caves, but these are few and far between, and once the mesa ends, it's hard to find another. That leaves nether gold ore, spawning super abundantly but dropping gold nuggets. But with Fortune 3, you can get up to 24 from 1, which sounds great, but only is an average of 8.8 nuggets, meaning mining these with silk touch and smelting them into ingots is the best way to mine gold. Iron is the most important ore in Minecraft, but it can be hard to get a lot if you don't know what you're doing. The best way are iron golem farms, but that's unethical, and ore veins, but these can be hard to find. You might notice in surface level caves, there's almost no iron, just a bunch of copper. As you go down, there's more, but it peaks at layer 16, which is an awkward spot to find a big cave that you'd usually go to deep slate for. So I have two solutions. Craft doors, then in a river or beach, find a water cave. These are super common and you can swim down and breathe through the doors and mine a bunch of iron. Second is the stony peaks. Usually found in savannas, if you can find a tall enough stony peaks, they'll have more iron than any cave and you don't even have to go underground to get it. So most people watch my videos on YouTube, but I also post them to TikTok and never really look at my account. But I randomly decided to see what the TikTok comments were talking about, and it's all, what is Mordecai yapping about? So apparently I sound like Mordecai from hit cartoon Regular Show. It's a banger, by the way. But I honestly don't really hear it, so I'll read this line in my normal voice and let me know. Relax, dude. We just need to do some work so we'll see what awesome employees we are. Okay, there's literally no way I sound the same. You guys are the yappers. Name tags are essential if... Okay, they're not really essential, but who doesn't appreciate a good name tag, alright? But most people have no idea how to get them. Like everything else in this game, the best way to get them is by forcibly confining a bunch of village people to live their life working for you. But this can take a while to set up, and it's kind of expensive, so what about for normal people? Well, you could fish for it, but it's super rare. Even with Luck of the Sea 3, it's less than 1 in 50, but it also spawns in chests. In ancient cities, there's a lot, but they're pretty hard to loot, and woodland mansions and mob spawners can be hard to find, leaving mine shafts. Almost 50% of mine shaft chests have one, and if you find a Badlands with surface mine shafts, you can farm a ton. The nether roof is one of the most important places in Minecraft, but most people never use it. 1 block traveled in the nether is 8 in the overworld, meaning you can travel thousands of blocks much quicker by nether travel, but the terrain will usually mess this up. To get up here, mine to the top and around the bedrock until you find the highest point, where you can stand beneath at y equals 125. Then place ladders to the top, climb up, and aim an ender pearl right here, and throw and hold space. Once on the roof, you want to build a nether portal for quick access, and then simply run and build a portal however far you want. For the last year or two, there's been a lot of changes in Bedrock Edition to better match Java Edition to ultimately make both games feel as similar as possible. But there's one huge difference that Mojang hasn't fixed: the nether roof. In Java, we can get to the nether roof with ender pearls and then build portals up here for super fast transportation. But in Bedrock, you can't build up here at all, making it pretty much pointless. And despite many requests, Mojang hasn't changed this, so maybe one day we'll see building up here in Bedrock, or we'll see it removed from Java. I think my least popular opinion in Minecraft is with the nether roof. If you don't know, you can ender pearl on top of the nether, which is just a bedrock plane where you can build portals or farms or anything. And since 1 block in the nether is 8 in the overworld, a lot of people have transportation networks up here. If you play Bedrock Edition, you notably can't do any of this because it's actually a bug. They've just decided not to fix it for 10 years. And I kinda feel like they should. Like, the nether is supposed to be challenging building to reward those building in it, but you can just go to the top and, like, what is this? And you can only do it in one version! There's something insane about bubble columns that no one's talking about. If you don't know, you can place a soul sand underwater to create a bubble column, which will force you to float up when going inside. So a lot of good players have these in their base because they're much faster than ladders. The thing is, you can place lava on the bubble column. It doesn't turn to stone. It's so cursed. This means you can make an obsidian box on top of one of these in your friend's base, fill it with lava, and since you can't see it from the bottom, they'll hop in and have a slow, painful death. Subscribe for more tips! I recently found out bad Minecraft players are scared of caves, so we'll just strip mine for all their ores. So here's the best layer to strip mine every ore. Coal, layer 96 is best unless you strip mine in a mountain where 140 becomes the best. Iron, layer 16, but similar to coal, mountains can be way better, peaking at layer 232, but anything above 160 is great. Gold, layer negative 16, but way better in mesas anywhere above layer 32. Lapis, technically the most at layer 0, but I'd go to 8 so you can avoid deep slate, which breaks slower. Redstone and diamond ore is just the lower the more spawn, but since there's lava pools and bedrock super low, I'd recommend negative 54. And for emeralds, you should never strip mine because they just spawn on the tallest mountains and you can see them. And yes, I didn't mention copper on purpose. You've been wrong this whole time. If I asked you to name this structure, every one of you would say the Jungle Temple. Okay, makes sense, but what about this one? Desert Temple, right? Wrong. For over 6 years, the official name of this structure is Desert Pyramid. Okay, well that kind of makes sense, but you know what doesn't? This is officially named Jungle Pyramid. Who's calling this Jungle Pyramid? Oh, and in the same update, they made the witch hut's name the Swamp Hut. Literally unplayable. What's the rarest Camman18 video? You might think it's the time I randomly uploaded a new music disc audio, or my first video, or the enchanted golden wait, wrong script. But there's actually a clear answer. My 7th video ever, the best Minecraft player ... Hashtag shorts. This is my only short with under 1 million views, but why? All it is me saying I'm the greatest Minecraft player, then getting blown up by a creeper and screaming, but for some reason, it got age restricted. I tried to dispute it like 2 years ago and got auto-denied, so I don't know. Most removed Minecraft features are kinda just garbage or got replaced by something way better, so no one really misses them. But there's one I would bring back, a removed structure, the Brick Pyramid. Before clay was added, Notch needed a way for players to get brick, so made giant brick pyramids going to height limit containing 344,000 brick blocks. These were rare, but my proposal is to make them even rarer, like 1 in every million blocks and going to the 320 height limit. Just imagine stumbling upon one of these for the first time. So yesterday I said having these tall plants outside your house was the biggest flex in Minecraft, because these items are really hard to get. Well, it turns out... Okay, well it's still hard to get one in the exact spot. Alright, but the large fern is still super hard to find. Okay, I guess the biggest flex for your house is item frames with the plants. The items are still rare, okay? Another episode of Weird Things in Bedrock Edition. Spectral arrows just don't exist. The entire glowing effect just isn't in the game. For the most of you who don't know, the spectral arrow is crafted with glowstone or looted from bastions and make a mob glow when hit, and you can even see this through walls. This is awesome for PvP, but the glowing effect has an even better use. Are you ever in a raid and can't find the last mob? Well, ringing a bell will give it glowing so you can see it through walls, unless you're in Bedrock Edition. The new Minecraft snapshot just changed everything. So normally when you build a nether portal to go to the nether, you get this dirt loading screen and spawn in. Well, now the loading screen is the portal, and the same for end portals. It's a slow news day. But did you know in snapshot 20W16A, when they first added bastions, inside the lava basin of a treasure bastion, they accidentally left a barrier block, meaning you could have one of these in survival. Make sure to smack that subscribe button. What's the rarest block in Minecraft? Does Does anyone know? I'm really trying to figure it out here. You know, you think the dragon egg because there's only one of them, but there's some blocks that are straight up harder to get, like the netherite block. Now, you can technically make multiple of them, but you can't tell me it's easier to get than the dragon egg. Or you could go with deep slate emerald ore, which is a super rare spawn, and you need silk touch, but if you have good luck, you can definitely get it faster than a netherite block. And that's not even going back into history or into glitches. Does anyone know? Me at the rarest block debate. In my video the other day was one of the rarest things in all of Minecraft. Take a look. You have to be lying. And finally added like 3 months ago the potions of infestation, oozing, weaving, and wind charge. Did you see it? Why is this redstone here? If you don't know, in the trial chamber, spider spawners spawn with stone around them, but this one generated a redstone ore. But not just any redstone ore, a stone redstone ore at layer -21. It should be deep slate ore. This happened because of how Minecraft generates ore, simply replacing pre-existing blocks. So if a structure with stone, diorite, andesite, granite, deep slate, or tuff generates, it can spawn the extremely rare structure ore. There's a hidden base so overpowered that people are afraid to talk about it on YouTube. See, these pesky YouTubers make all these complex hidden bases that no one's actually gonna use, and can't talk about this one because once you know it, you never need another video again. You might be thinking you need some good stuff to set it up, but quite the contrary. This base is so good because you literally need nothing. It's completely undetectable. Just create a small base wherever you want, and then look at the entrance and place 2 dirt. What's the rarest enchantment in Minecraft? You might think it's Fortune or Mending or Swift Sneak, but in 1.21, none of these come close. All enchantments could be obtained pretty easily through villager trading, except 2, Soul Speed in Bastions and Swift Sneak in Ancient Cities. But now we have Wind Burst 3 from Trial Chambers. This will send you dozens of blocks in the air upon using a smash attack, but getting it is no easy task. It's not just only in Trial Chambers or only in pots or only in chests or only from vaults, it's only in ominous vaults at a 3% chance, over twice as rare as a mace. But that's only a 3% chance to get a random level 1 to 3, meaning it's really a 1% chance, and even rarer in Bedrock Edition. You need to clear a dozen trial chambers. Yesterday I found out only 11% of players beat the Ender Dragon without cheats, but there's some achievements that are even more surprising. We'll start with getting wood, which is 95%, so think about that. 5% of people are just walking around. It gets worse though. Only 80% of players ever make a furnace, 72% get iron, and just over half ever get diamonds. And then, less than a third of players ever make a nether portal. What are you guys doing? It's you guys watching this. Out yourself. New series, monthly Camman18 question and answer. Drop your questions in the comments and next month I might respond. I only read subscriber comments, by the way. Who is your favorite Minecraft YouTuber? It used to be Technoblade. The Potato Wars are the best Minecraft videos ever. Around that time I also watched Wilbur, but he hasn't uploaded in a year, and honestly, I don't watch much Minecraft YouTubers. I do like Razeworks for more technical Minecraft and new snapshots, and Phoenix SC and his subreddit for the more funny Minecraft news, and I usually watch whenever Ant Venom uploads. On the more content side, I think RecRap has a bunch of great original ideas, and I literally don't watch YouTube Shorts, but I ask people for channels, and Am Cobalt makes super high quality stuff. What do you do in your spare time? Do you plan to continue uploading daily? When I started, I had the mindset of doing shorts until it stopped working, but then it kept working, so honestly, I don't know. I'm not burnt out yet, but... Monthly Camman18 Q&A number 2. Which rarest item is your favorite? I definitely have a lot I like, but the pig spawner from 1.16 was insane. There was a glitch where a buried treasure and cave spider spawner would generate on the same tile and create 5 pig spawners. What inspired you to make YouTube videos? I've always watched Minecraft videos and wanted to be a YouTuber, and then I found this Tommy Innit guy through Technoblade and found out he was younger than me, so I was like, why am I not doing that? Do you ever think Mojang will make minecarts faster? Honestly, I don't think they'll straight up boost regular minecart speeds, but I do think they'll eventually add another kind of minecart or another rail or attachment or something to make it faster. Now drop your questions in the comments and next month I might respond. And I only read subscriber comments, by the way. Monthly Camman18 Q&A number 3. How do you come up with video ideas? A lot of ways. I do just play Minecraft all day, so sometimes just come across stuff, but I also get viewer suggestions and scroll through the glorious Minecraft.wiki. What's your favorite Minecraft block? I like the bamboo block, because Mojang maybe took my suggestion with that, but also the giant pink arrow is pretty funny. Will you be at VidCon this year? I've never been to any convention, and honestly I have no plans to, but if there's ever another Minecon or any Minecraft event, I will be there. What's your favorite Minecraft update? I think Beta 1.8 was the most impactful, adding like everything, but for modern Minecraft updates, 1.16 should be the gold standard. Now drop your questions in the comments, and next month I might respond. And I only read subscriber comments, by the way. Monthly Camman18 Q&A number 4. What inspired you to play Minecraft? I saw this really old Minecraft music video thing about searching for diamonds, and it showed off the game and it looked fun, so I started playing, and now we're here. Would you ever collab with other Minecraft YouTubers? I've done very few collabs on this channel because I don't love collabs on shorts, but whenever people invite me to their long form stuff, I'll usually go, so keep inviting me, people. When will you make IRL videos? I want to do literally everything eventually, but I don't have any plans or a timeline, but if there's another Minecon, I will go and vlog it. What do you plan to do at 10 million subs? I'm not even at 9 million. I'm not even at 8.2 million. As you can probably tell, I don't plan anything besides my daily short, but I should probably think of something. Now drop your questions in the comments and I might respond next month. And I only read subscriber comments, by the way. Monthly Camman18 Q&A number 5. Do you know you made 80 plus rarest videos? I don't know why everyone keeps saying this. There can only be one rarest item, guys. What inspired you in making your skin? I get this question a lot. I was literally just randomly scribbling and I made it in like 5 minutes. It was before blob skins were popular though, okay? It was made before Dream. Do you think Minecraft should stop mob votes? No, I think mob votes are awesome, but there's definitely not going to be another one this year or probably ever again. People complained way too much. How long does each short take to make? It really depends a lot, but filming and editing usually only take a few hours, but coming up with the ideas and researching and writing a good script can take so long. Now drop your questions in the comments and I might respond next month. And I only read subscriber comments, by the way. Monthly Camman18 Q&A number 6. If Minecraft dies, will you stop, and what game will you play next? I definitely think Minecraft will continue to go through hot and cold stages, and I have played other games when they came out during dead periods, but I honestly think I'll never main another game besides Minecraft. There's just so much to do. How long did it take to consider yourself popular? YouTube Shorts is weird because you could have millions of subscribers and no one knows who you are, but I feel like around 5 or 6 million subs, I started to feel like people knew me. What's your favorite music disc? Do you plan to do an IRL vid? Alright, end of the video secret. I may be planning to do an IRL short later in the year, but you'll just have to subscribe to find out. Then drop your question for next month in the comments, because I only read subscribers. Monthly Camman18 Q&A number 7. How much do you play survival? Do you have a world? Not too much, honestly. Mainly because I'm garbage at building, so once I get everything, I don't know what to do. This is my latest world. I got silence trimmed netherite armor, a deep slate emerald ore, but I won't be showing you the outside of this room because it's extremely ugly. How do you make your video titles? I don't think shorts titles matter too much, so it's whatever I get after 8 seconds of thinking, which is why we end up with bro tried to sneak in a rarest item video. Keyboard spam. Minecart. How long does it take for you to actually speedrun Minecraft? I don't really like Minecraft speedrunning, but I learned everything and did a couple runs a while back and beat it in 26 minutes and 16 seconds. Now drop your question for next month in the comments and subscribe, because I only read subscribers. Monthly Camman18 Q&A number 8. What was your favorite video to record? My favorites are whenever I have a super original idea, so like never, but that one time my power went out and I had to draw the video to keep the streak had to be my peak. How was finding your first diamonds? I just dug straight down to bedrock and found 3 diamonds, and then dug straight up and found lapis and thought it was also diamonds. It wasn't. Then I made a diamond pickaxe and lost it after digging straight down into lava. How many hours do you have on Minecraft? So I got multi-MC in December 2021, which started tracking my hours, and since then I have 453 days or almost 11,000 hours on Minecraft. It's looking a little rough. Bro is 10 seconds late. Okay, I know it's not a question question, but people say this on every video now. I schedule the upload the night before for 11 a.m. Eastern. YouTube just doesn't push it for a few minutes sometimes. It's not me. Now drop your question for next month in the comments and subscribe because I only read subscribers. Monthly Camman18 Q&A number 9. What's your favorite Minecraft soundtrack? This is by far the hardest question I've ever gotten, but after re-listening, I gotta put Sweden number 1. Call me basic, okay? It's so hard though. I love Minecraft and Mice on Venus and literally every other song. Do you have YouTuber friends and plan to do collabs? No. How many more Q&As do you— I'm just kidding, except not really. I don't really talk to any other YouTubers, but that's mainly because I'm bad at responding to people, and I just don't really care about talking about YouTube. But maybe I have something in the works, and reach out to me, other YouTubers. I need more collabs. I probably won't respond though, I'm sorry. How many more Q&As do you plan to make? I don't know. I feel like I've answered every question, and I'm starting to forget what I've answered, so I'm not sure, but maybe not too long. Now drop your question for next month in the comments and subscribe, because I only read subscribers. Monthly Camman18 Q&A number 10. Are you ever planning on changing to other games? Minecraft is literally the only game you could make videos for 1,000 days on, so unless there's something new that starts existing, this is the only game. If you were to break your daily upload streak, what would be the most likely reason? There's two possibilities. Either I hit 10 million subscribers and one day feel like it's time to go in another direction, or I died. Will you ever make an actual Let's Play series? When my PC broke, I heavily considered getting on my laptop and doing a week or so long survival series on Shorts, but I'm not sure if that'd be boring after one day, so let me know. Would you want it? Now leave your questions in the comments and subscribe, because I only read subscribers. Wow. Yo, wow, you made it to the end, man. You probably skipped, but you know what? That's okay. Wow, this is another year, another one of these. Camman18 Real Talk. I don't even remember what I say. I just remember I always do this. I don't know, another good year. Jeez. Thanks for watching, thanks for sticking with me. I don't know how much longer I can do this daily, you know. I don't think I've said this. I actually thought at one point I had it in my head, I'm going to do 1,000 days straight, which would have been like May of this year. And then I was going to stop doing daily at least. But then I kept going. So I don't know how much longer. I'm still having fun though. So probably as long as I'm still feeling good about it. Yeah, but anyways, thanks for watching. Even if you skipped, you know. Maybe you could just go back, you know, watch a little bit. You know, get my watch time up a little bit. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I think that's it though. I'll see you guys next year, hopefully. Follow my Instagram also. I'm trying to get followers there. I'm gonna post soon. It's gonna be so awesome. Also, I have some cool stuff coming soon. Maybe for like a 10 mil special. Yo, don't leak, guys, because like a lot of times I say something and then I don't do it. But I think I might have something down the pipeline on the low. All right. It's like it's 4 a.m. right now. I'm really tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. See you. Bye. Do I have an outro? Peace out, guys. Where do I